Hey yo everyone and welcome! I'm your friend Art of Mana, and let's dive into this 831st stream where I am coming at you live and rather unprepared. Surprisingly, I'm sneaking in a stream. You see, I figure I need to stream as often as I can with you. I miss you, and frankly, the last couple of weeks have been so busy that I just don't really know what I'm going to do in terms of a schedule. But tonight I had some time, and I'm so glad I hit the live button because we've got some absolutely all-star people here hanging out with us tonight. Andu, thank you for being the first person in here to say hello. And, well, actually, I should probably qualify that. It wasn't hello, it was yo! And you know what? Maybe that's even better than a hello. Metroid saying hello, but not really hello, qualifying that as well. Helon? Hello. And then we have Pixel Knight, who quickly runs into the chat dressed as Shakespeare. Boy, oh boy. Well, I guess I'm just honored that you chose to come and hang out, even whilst dressed as the Bard. How cool is that? Anyways, what do we have here? Talk about snow. Pixel Knight, I did just get home from a late rehearsal for a play, though. I left my costume there. Okay, wow, we're good. Whew, all right. Metroid, we've been getting snow for quite a while now. Pixel Knight, I have to play a dad, so I picked the most dad thing I could think, socks with sandals. I feel a personal attack. I don't know how I feel about this. Andu says restart streak. Hey, there we go. Hey, I like that. Andu, I've missed you. Yeah, it's been a hot minute, so yeah, I hope you're doing well, Andu. What is new and exciting with you? I know life has been busy for all of us, I think, lately, but it's so good to see you. And my birthday happened to get a ton of... I got a ton of cool stuff, Pixel Knight says, including The Wind Waker, which I might play some while watching. Oh, that sounds terrific. The Wind Waker, did you get it on GameCube or Wii U? I'm curious to know. And it's on original hardware. It must have been... Oh, that's right, the GameCube. Didn't you get a GameCube just recently? And Metroid says, last Saturday, I went to a Twitch community meetup with Seth Haskell and Kensei Zero. What? Now that's awesome. And you know what? It seems like there's something in the air right now because I know that Scooter102089, friend here of Mana, and also the editor of Mana, went to, actually, I'm not going to say where, traveled and was able to meet up with Ginny Gravity and R.L. Ritchie, both Rob and Alex, and Ginny's significant other. And how cool is that? Kendra, Scooter, Ginny's SO, and Rob and Alex all together. Boy, I wish I was there. That's just a whole powerhouse right there. And boy, if tickets were a little bit cheaper and time was a little more plentiful, I probably would have gone. Anyways, Metroid says that he was able to do a community meetup. How was it? Tell me more about it. Seth and Kensei, honestly, are fantastic guys, so I'm going to give a few shout-outs here, actually. First, we're going to go ahead and shout out Seth Haskell. The reason being that Seth has not been able to stream for quite a significant amount of time. This guy right here is probably going to be coming back very soon. He has been working on his streaming setup and his studio, and it's looking fantastic. Follow him on Twitter under the same name, same handle. You'll be able to see some really great photos of that. He's a family-friendly streamer, very into retro games. You could call him a retro enthusiast. He's quite the nerd, and he is also pretty active on YouTube. Worth checking out, and I think you'll like what you find, especially because I know he's going to be gearing up for another exciting round of streaming. Also, this guy, Kensei Zero, otherwise known as Zero. Last seen streaming Fire Emblem Engage, Kensei Zero is quite the RPG enthusiast, as well as Mega Man X. Big fan of that franchise, and a really nice guy. And hey there, Chrono, welcome on in. And last but not least, we got to give a shout out to our friend Metroid, who is here in the chat. I am streaming Monster Hunter Rise. Nice. There you go. So my friend Metroid, another family-friendly streamer and a hype man par excellence. Yes, Metroid, thank you so much. I hope that you are having a great time, and I hope you're enjoying the Monster Hunter gaming. Chrono, how have you been? I don't believe that we actually have a Seth Haskell in the chat right now, but I was shouting Seth and Kensei out, or sorry, Seth and Zero out because Metroid was mentioning meeting up with them. How cool is that? Chrono enters chat and has a slight announcement. I want to hear about it. Andu asks, hey Mana, have you tried to play Stardew Valley? I have. In fact, I played quite a bit of it, and I'd love to know if you've got some ideas, if there's a reason for this question. Pixel Knight says, other presents were a GameCube memory card. Very good. Also, yes, it's Wind Waker on GameCube. 2 Doctor Who Blu-rays, a 3rd Doctor 1 and a 4th Doctor 1, and a Kamen Rider Kuga Blu-ray, a new Blu-ray player, a 12th Doctor Sonic screwdriver. That's I know that's a thing that the Doctor has. A set of Green Power Rangers dice, ooh, and a dice bag. And soon I'll order myself the books for the official role-playing game so I can start working on that campaign. Oh yes, the Power Rangers RPG. Very cool. Now, I don't know what a... so Kamen Rider Kuga, that must be a particular Kamen Rider... What's this? That's the Super Sentai? Is that right? See, I'm learning things. I think that's what it is. And I pronounced it correctly. Hey! I love it. Chrono is going to Japan in June on a mission trip. Nice! Chrono, congrats! Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I wish you the very best. Prayers for you, blessings on that mission trip. I hope that it goes well. Now, feel free. I'd love to know a little bit more about what you'll be up to whilst there. Is it a service trip or a relational, or what are you kind of working on there? But regardless, how very cool. Both a fantastic place for you to go and a fantastic purpose, I'm sure. Andu says, apparently Stardew Valley has had an update for mobile, which is cool. I've not actually played it on mobile. I've played it on the PC. I have it on Steam, so that's my only context. I also, speaking of mobile games, I picked up a game here that is very interesting. I'll throw it out there. If any of you have a Netflix account, check it out. The game is called Tomb Raider Reloaded. And if you have a Netflix account, you can play a more, we'll call it a premium experience, one that divests itself of all of the free-to-play trappings, like, pay this and you get these gems and you can do this and you could get... There's still some of that that's in the game because that was core to the game they were trying to develop, but there's no sort of paying option, and you get a lot of sort of freebies with your Netflix subscription. So I downloaded it through that. It's actually a fun little arcade-style game. You go through... It's only a single finger press game where when you're pressing on the screen, a virtual analog stick pops up and you can move around. And if you let go of the screen, you start firing towards the nearest baddie, and you have all sorts of different weapons, and it becomes a really kind of interesting game. I particularly like the chakram I'm using right now. I feel like Xena Warrior Princess, which is a series I really want to rewatch, and I'm currently looking at ways to do so because it's not streaming anywhere, and apparently the DVD is only $30, so I'm waiting for the next paycheck because I want to get them, rip them, and stream them to my phone. I'm looking at ways to do that. We'll see. Xena, Hercules, I want to watch those. And I have the Batman Adam West series I'd like to rip, along with the Star Wars original theatrical release. All of that could potentially be streamed to my phone. It would be a lot of fun. But I digress. Tomb Raider Reloaded is a pretty fun game, and it becomes kind of a neat sort of shooty, puzzly, dungeon crawling kind of game, and it's not bad. So if you want to see me play it, maybe I'll go ahead and play it for you a bit. But I do recommend checking it out. Go to Netflix on your phone, and you can download the game from there. Now, Chrono says, it's a service trip. Awesome. Serving at a church. Nice. I can send you the donation page later. disavow my real name, though. I have no knowledge of Chrono's real name. Chrono's real name escapes me. I will never know. Yeah, no, please. That sounds fantastic. Yeah. Ando says you guys should also play Escape the Undertaker. Now, I'd never heard of that. Escape the Undertaker. There's a film. And then the first thing that pops up, it is actually The Undertaker for WWE. It's a game, though. Let's see. Escape the Undertaker game. What is it? What is this? I'm curious. It's a Netflix game? A short interactive movie following WWE wrestlers The New Day through an eerie house controlled by Undertaker. Expect many dark scenes with suspenseful music. The interactive movie can lead to scenes with spiders and characters in peril. Ooh, that sounds terrifying. I don't know if that's quite my cup of tea. It's a Netflix choose your own adventure thing. That's kind of cool. It's cold. It's slushy. I thought about getting a hot chocolate. Instead, I got myself an Italian soda. Hey, look at this. Dutch Brothers, a Pacific Northwest institution. It's not an Italian soda. It's a Dutch soda. Anyway, along with Starbucks, right? That's what we have here. But Pixel Knight says Kuga was the start of the Heisei era, when Kamen Rider returned after a long hiatus, and the show itself went through development, airing in 2000, but started getting conceptualized by the original creator of Kamen Rider in the 90s. Sadly, he died before the finished Kuga got to air. The show was dedicated to him. Oh, interesting. And yes, Super Sentai is what gets turned into Power Rangers. The term for the genre is tokusatsu. Huh. Chrono's gonna BRB. Sounds good. Heisei. Thank you, PixelNet. I wasn't sure what to do with that. Well, anyway. I didn't have any agenda for this stream. I will say the last game I played, surprisingly, was a game I don't know that many people would expect me to play. And I suppose maybe I can pull this up here. I'm gonna put this screen up right here so that I can pull this up and show you what I was up to. Yeah, here we go. Okay, is that gonna work? I think so. Let me make sure I have my 16:9 content set. Voila, and let's go ahead and we're gonna snap our fingers, shall we? 3, 2, 1, and snap. Boom. There we go. This is from Steam, and this is what I was playing last night. V Rising, as I wrote, Dark Solid X gifted me a copy of this game and really wanted me to play on his server with Dash Magnum and Memory Martin. I fired it up tonight and set the graphics to no blood, which is an option. It's still pretty creepy, but I can see the appeal. Unfortunately, I was the only person on the server when I was playing. You can see the chat log of me talking to myself. Haha. Thanks for the game, Solid. Yeah, the chat log reads Lyra, which is my character's name. Hello out there. I do not know whether my voice may be heard by those in the wild, but I declare my presence. The moon is rising. Another night for a hunt. I shall retire now. I hope to find my way to these woods when other travelers abound. So, that was my dorkiness. But anyway, kind of an interesting game. A little bit of a materials gathering, crafting sort of element to it, plus this dungeon crawler-esque gameplay that's similar to, say, the Gauntlet reboot, or something along the lines of Torchlight, right? Torchlight? I want to say Torchwind for some reason, but I think it's Torchlight. Yeah, Torchlight and Torchlight 2. That's right. So it's interesting. I know it's vampires and things. It's a little spooky. I don't know. I'm not into that kind of stuff, to be honest. But Dark Solid X gifted me the game, wanted me to play with Memory Martin and Dash, who they did a collaboration just a little bit ago. And honestly, it's a pretty graphically impressive game. Seems pretty polished. I can see the appeal, but I'm not sure that it's necessarily my cup of tea, if that makes sense. Or my cup of Dutch soda. Here, I'm gonna rotate the lid here. Speaking of Memory Martin, there we go. I've got, by the way, my coaster. How cool is that little silicone Animal Crossing coaster there? I'm always nervous about having drinks around all of the computer stuff, but we're gonna survive, hopefully. Happy Pokemon Day, everyone! Memory Martin, is that true? Is today Pokemon Day? Did you try to summon me earlier? Because I just got out of the shower. I did, Memory Martin. I was actually mentioning this game right here, which I actually fired up last night and tried for the first time. So I posted this on Steam, and you can see some of my response to the first time that I played this game. Now, Pixel Knight says the concept art for Kuga is really interesting. Some of it looks barely anything like the final. A lot of the early ones look like a Showa Kamen Rider. I don't know if that's a typo or a thing, unfortunately. Surprisingly, this is the first time I'm actually watching Kuga in full so far. With the only episode watched, it's pretty good. Nice. Pokemon Red and Green released in Japan today. No kidding. So should I bust out my copy of Pokemon Blue? That is the version I have on the 3DS. We could try a little of that. I do love the suits in Kuga, except Rising Ultimate, which technically isn't from Kuga, but still garbage. It's quite the opinion right there. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you this, Memory Martin. So I went on, I created my character, I played a little bit. Almost an hour, actually. Just kind of getting a sense of if it was a game I wanted to stream. It's a little dark, but maybe what I'll do is play with you, Dash, and Dark Solid X. It was Solid at some point, just off stream, you know. Oh, Memory Martin, if you want, we can impromptu do the Pokemon tier list I made. Memory Martin, you want to? We could do that. How could we do this most effectively, I wonder? Let's see. We could probably... would you want to be on video? Because I think we could probably make that happen as well. You just need to dry your hair a bit and you can join a call. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. This is an impromptu stream. I just missed you all. If we can do something like that, I'd be down. And it seems like it's a fitting day to do it. So let's give it a go. See what we can do. I'm unusually go with the flowish, and we'll see what happens. Pixel Knight says the Showa era was the era of Kamen Rider before the Heisei one. Gotcha. So eras, does that mean just the style of game, or what, or style of show, or what are we talking about when we say eras? What exactly does that mean, I'm wondering? Crazer. Oh no. There's a crazer in the chat. Everybody, run. No, how are you doing? I caught you live. That's right. You sure did. Memory Martin will be joining me in a moment too. We'll be talking about Pokemon. I now feel like I need to play some Pokemon. I'll tell you, I've got a few of my favorite Pokemon games. I'm gonna give it a shot here. Hang on a second. Memory Martin is going to be in the garden, all right? I think Memory Martin's still getting ready. Just let me know when you are. I got to grab something right over here. I don't know. Oh, you're ready when I am. Oh, that's so much pressure. I don't know. What is this? Let me know if you need anything. That goes for you too, Manaboy. Manaboy. That's how I read that. Yeah, I keep my cables and things in these bags. Just a Ziploc bag. So my new 2DS XL with capture card, right? You've heard me talk about that. Connects with this lovely set of cables here. So I think I may actually fire that up just to show some Pokemon gaming. But before we do that, let's go ahead and hop in to the quad. Just scrolled up and saw that Mana played V Rising. Crazer, yes. Memory Martin, how are you doing, my friend? Testing 1, testing 2.
Hi, sorry, I had to mute you on Chrome.
No worries. All right, let's see. Well, how are you doing?
I'm good. Tired from work, but good.
That's fair. Happy Pokemon Day to you then. I did not realize it was Pokemon Day, but knowing that now, I'm sure this is a big day for you.
Yes, it is. I know, Evie, I know. You can't stop celebrating your own birthday.
Crazer says, good job, Mem. You got better or faster at troubleshooting. Also, Pixel Knight says, Kuga Ultimate equals Black Epic. Black Epic look gives a Mystic Warrior vibe. Looks like an awesome Berserker Final Form Rising Ultimate equals poorly designed ruin. That's a lot of words, and I'm a little lost by that. But apparently, people are split on the different eras, all kinds of things. Okay, so it's kind of tone is what I'm gathering. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, what say you? You've got the link, Candy?
Let's see. It should be the last DM I sent you with the link.
Okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna pop it up on the screen here. Would you mind sending it to Otter Mana?
Sure.
Thank you.
Let me find it. There it is.
Cool. Just because I happen to have my Otter Mana account on my gaming desktop right now.
Oh, right. I tweeted it. I tweeted it to you.
That's what it was. Yeah. Okay, here.
Yeah, it was a tweet.
Let me go to the tweet then.
Yep.
I can do that just as easily.
I was about to say, considering I don't really tweet anymore, that should be easy.
Yeah. Also, oh my gosh, Pixel Knight, that's hilarious. Pixel Knight says, welcome, Crazy, to the stream where I explain karate bugmen to Mana. That's funny. They totally kind of are karate bugmen, aren't they? Okay, I'm pulling up Twitter. Okay. And let me pull up your tweet. Memory Martin. Hey, I'm following someone named Memory Martin. Okay. All right, here we go. There we go. That was from January 31st, Memory Martin.
Yep.
Wow. We've been attempting this for a while, haven't we? Okay.
Yes.
Oof.
Well, to be fair, I have been busy job hunting and working at said jobs since then. So.
Oh yeah. Believe me, there was no shade on my part about this. So okay.
Yes.
I was just saying. Let's see. How do I go to presentation mode? Here we go. There's that. I'm almost done setting this all up. All right, and I think I'm ready to go. It is behind me there. So, Mana missing on DMs? Preposterous, Grazer says. So, I've got it up, and it's on my screen. But do you want to do a video call too?
Sure. I have my avatar set up.
I don't know. I kind of want to try something. Oh, your avatar. So you want to do the avatar instead?
Yeah, because like I said, I just got out of the shower. So
True. I wonder if this will work. I want to try something. Maybe. This will be another thing on the fly, and if it doesn't work, that's fine. But let's give it a go. I'm gonna go over here. Crazer just realized what this is gonna be. I know, right? Should I put this to a different stream name? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see here. I'm gonna try this thing called Video Ninja to create a room that we can then use. Let's see here. Room name. We'll call it Room of Mana. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I think invite a guest. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna send this to you via Discord. And the reason I'm doing it this way is you should be able to use your standard OBS studio or OBS output, virtual camera output. But it should be able to integrate directly into my stream overlay. It's a new thing.
Ooh.
I know. I'm excited. And if it works, I'll show you how to set it all up because it seems pretty cool.
Yay.
I know, right? Let's see here.
Evie, mommy's getting more new tech.
Right? And it's free is the other thing.
Oh, nice.
So with other services, they're cool and all, but like for example, some of the stuff I want to do, like just this, I think this is plenty for what I want to accomplish, where I wouldn't necessarily need to use StreamYard. So I'm looking for other alternatives. Anyways, that's it. Did you get the link?
Yep, I clicked on it, and it gave me a window with the password.
Okay. The password is Friends of Mana. I can always change it later, but don't tell anyone else. Oh, man. Chrono says, so I know a little about the Pokemon, so you will have to give me more detail. Knackley is rock salt? I'm so confused. What? Oh my gosh, there's all kinds of stuff here. This is so funny. All right. Is any of that working for you there, Memory Martin?
No. What is it?
So the link that I sent you... Oh, you mean the password?
Yes.
I'll type it here for you.
Thank you. Oh, that makes sense.
Yep. There we go. Seth Haskell, hello. Hey, we are just trying something new here as we sort of prepare for an impromptu tier maker review of Pokemon titles. Being as unbeknownst to me, it is Pokemon Day. So check this out. Boom. Right? There we go. So, yeah, you were shouted out, Seth. Pixel Knight confirms it. So this is the tier maker list here, and look at all those Pokemon games. This is from Memory Martin. Follow Memory Martin right there. Look at all those
those
games.
are all of the main series games and most of the spin-off / side games, like the ones that I grew up on for the most part, or like I knew growing up and never got to play.
Gotcha.
There are so many more.
Okay. Yeah.
But,
There's at least
but I didn't think they were relevant because they were more
Okay.
like kind of apps for transferring, kind of.
okay.
Like so, like
okay.
my Pokemon. So like for example, my Pokemon Ranch technically is an app, but like it could transport Pokemon from I think the Wii to the DS, if I remember correctly,
Okay.
or something like that. So
There are at least 2 games on here that I see that are missing, or that I don't see
Oh, yeah?
that they're missing. But I
Which
won't
ones?
say I won't say it yet.
hmm.
Or do you want me to say it
No,
now? I can say it now.
Now I'm curious.
I'll say it when we get to it, because well, no,
Alright.
I guess I guess I can share them. Might as well. I'll go ahead and share them now. Pokemon. Oh gosh, hold on a second. Actually, let me make sure I get the name correct. Okay, well, one of them is the Pokemon Quest, right? That's the one that Manasprout and I are
Oh
playing.
yeah.
And the other one, I think it's Pokemon Puzzle Cafe, but I'm pulling that up now to confirm.
You mean Cafe Mix?
Yes. Cafe Mix.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember why I didn't add those.
I mean, I
think
know it's
was
not
it- I think-
really Pokemon game, but
Yeah.
it's kind of an odd. I mean, I get it. It's an odd one because it's not really like a. I don't know. I could see where it could go either way, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, oh no, you know what? Actually, it wasn't even that one that I was thinking of. It's actually this game right here. Pokemon Shuffle.
Oh, Shuffle! I remember Shuffle.
Shuffle's
it actually
super
broke
fun.
my 3DS
Oh, really?
one time.
What
Uh-huh.
happened? What happened?
The story is it was surely so I originally played it on mobile, and then when it got ported to the 3DS, I played it on a flight home from I think like my aunt's in Virginia or something. This is back when I lived in Charlotte. So we're on the flight, and we're gonna land. I closed the 3DS, because it does. I don't think it affects any like the planes at all or anything, but I do so just in case.
Yeah.
So we land, and we had a bit of a hard landing,
Uh-oh.
and we had a bit of a jolt. So because we're in like towards the back part of the plane, so I opened up the 3DS to play it again. All the icons are jittering like side to side, and like I can't I try moving things around with with my finger. It's not working. I go to the home menu. All my icons are jittering like that too, and I couldn't even rearrange my titles.
Oh no.
So I close it up, call Nintendo when I get home,
Oh
and
no.
I sent it to them. Apparently, it was a rare glitch that happened with the game.
Oh no. So so what happened? I
fixed
mean,
it for free.
what were you able to do?
They fixed it for free.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
actually.
and they sent me back the 3DS. Yep.
Wow, that is actually really cool that they did that.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I gotta copy this. There we go. Okay, sorry, I was I'm adding you into OBS again. We're trying new things here.
Okay.
So,
Why do I have-
and I think it's 1920 by 1080, right? 1920 pixels by
Should be.
1080. See, did that work? Is that showing? Hey, there you are. Okay.
Hello.
I see you now. You're sort of there, but sort of not. I'm gonna go ahead and put you into the scene. Others can't see you yet, but that's okay.
Okay.
I also am going to swap you flip horizontal. Just FYI. But this is going to work out really well, actually. Ooh, this is exciting. I'm very excited by this. This is cool.
Let's see.
Oh, wait a minute. Can you say something again?
What? Oh, hello. Can I
Hey,
click on Tintu, please? Thank you.
you're getting that echo, and I think I know why. I'm going to double check here. Voice meter. Okay, so I want to...
Oh, I know why. It's because of you, doy.
Oh, what?
I was trying to figure out why, like, there was a weird, on my scene. I was trying to figure out why, like, there was like a weird green and black behind me. It's because I also had the VTube Studio source on. I had to turn off.
Gotcha. Well,
Yep.
so before we get too far along in the conversation, I am getting a double or like an echo, and I
yeah?
now remember this is what happened with the guys from
Oh, right. This happened on the podcast.
exactly. Now, I wonder if you say something now.
Okay. Is it the same? Is it?
Mm,
So, like, I'm doubling or you're doubling?
you're doubling up. Try it now.
Oh, I am. Okay.
There we go. I fixed
Huh.
it.
Yay!
Okay.
Sweet.
The thing is I just had to mute you in the software in Video Ninja because we're using Discord. I could have just also probably, exited the call, but I think this is better. So, figure we might as well do this. Okay.
No more double memory. Hey, Crazer, you got infinite Twitch page yesterday. All right. Be thankful for
What?
that.
What happened? Now?
When I was sharing my Edge window
Uh-huh.
on stream,
Yeah.
and so because I was sharing the entire window for like a prep guide I was making when we went to go raid somebody, I just pulled up a tab for Twitch
Oh,
to find somebody. So the stream.
so it's just infinite going.
It was
That's
infinite.
great.
It was infinite. Me and Evie with the Twitch page.
Nice. Well,
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and transition to this scene. Everybody, I want to know your thoughts. I'm pretty pleased with this. 3, 2, 1, snap. What do you think of that? Look at that. Look at that.
Whee!
How cool is that?
Yay!
It worked.
Yay! This is fun. This is a whole thing. Looks great. Seth says, "This is my new. I'm using now Video Ninja for guests, and that was literally done on the fly. So I think we've got something here for future times where I want to do just 1, 2, or even 3 guests. We're going to be using Video Ninja as opposed to using Discord. Lower resources, I think, is one of the biggest advantages, but also all the flexibility of actually having. Right now, Memory Martin's video is a browser source that I can completely manipulate however I would like.
Yep. Speaking of, I should probably get on said browser source.
Grazer says, should I spoil the fun and tell Mana we've done this plenty of times before? Wait, what? The have you used Video Ninja before?
No, I've used StreamYard, and I only used it once.
StreamYard. Okay, yeah. Jenna! Oh no, Jenna's foot is
Jenna!
getting numb.
Oh no!
But welcome on in. Welcome. Oh dear.
And that's not good.
Oh, interesting. Now, and Memory Martin has actually shared your desktop. Right? Is that what I'm seeing?
I'm sharing the browser, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
sharing,
is it
the tab. Yeah, I'm sharing the tab.
Let me copy that to add, because we could even put that into the 16:9 scene where I could swap between what we're doing here. Let me put that in browser. Boom, and it's and sorry, I know there's a bunch of chat here. Memory Martin, would you mind actually catching up on chat for me whilst I fix this up?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Our V2 breaks. You're right, Crazer. We have done that. Stop giving me dyslexia. Crazer, you're giving yourself dyslexia. Confusing news and notes. Artificer? Kinda, what's that? Sounds like someone who would spray paint man's face. Ah. It peaks on metas.
What's
You're darn right
happening?
it does.
What's happening?
Every time Crazer is in your chat, he's confusing his words. Then again, you're always doing that.
Wow.
That's what happens when you splash with mana potions. Yes, exactly.
Ouch. Ouch. Let's see.
You get hit with mana potions, you forget your words. You get G-Max cuddled by Eevee, you turn into a pancake. That's Catholicism for you.
What? Oh man.
Those are Crazer's words, not mine.
Everything that
Oh.
has transpired has done
Hey.
so according to my
Hi, Crafty.
What?
It was
Not a crafty username. What?
your rebel friends to
No
subscribe
way.
to your channel.
Thank you so much.
Happy
Welcome.
Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday to you as well. Oh, how cool. Welcome. I hope that you're doing well, and thank you for that resub. And welcome to this stream where we're actually right now, I am joined by Memory Martin, and we are impromptu going to be talking about Pokemon. Apparently it's Pokemon Day. I didn't know, but that's what we're going to do. And I do have Memory Martin's page up. In fact, actually, I suppose I can even show now. There's a...
Oh, I see.
There was an ant on my mic.
I saw.
Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Can you see that? Can anyone? Can somebody? Can somebody clip
I saw
the ant on my mic? Because there was an ant on my mic. I kid you not. There was an ant. You're looking away, darn it. Grazer.
I saw it in my peripheral vision.
I will admit, had to stretch it some. Pixel says, Jazz is barred now. Okay. Anyways, that was kind of exciting. But yes, if I were to show, like, so behind me, you see this scene, but if I were to go to this scene, this is actually Memory Martin's streamed window browser right there, which is really neat. So yeah, that's all Memory Martin stuff right there. But anyway, happy Monday to you, Nada. It's so good to see you. Jenna says, my foot and my knee, I'm not sure what's happening. Do you need to get that checked out? Maybe. I mean, that doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, numbness is something that I would take seriously. So if you need to go and maybe get that looked at or something, I would say, consider that, or talk to some family members or something. But not great. No bueno. Well, and I don't know if who all else is here. Seth Haskell was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. Nada, I know you're a Pokemon fan as well. Universal Studios just started patent process for potential Pokemon attractions in the USA and Japan. Not a big fan of the games, but I like
Yay!
cute stuff, so I'm all in. That's right. Yeah, I forgot that detail. Yeah, not the games, but you like the Pokemon thing. Yeah. To be honest, I'm not really a big Pokemon fan. Not that I dislike Pokemon. It's just a lack of interest to a certain extent. But it's growing on me, and I'm here with a big fan, so I'm interested in hearing Mana discuss Pokemon. Yeah, this is still here. You're on the big screen. Seth says, "Nice."
Aw,
Hey,
I want to be on the big screen.
Oh, I think you will be in a second as soon as I change the scene.
Yay!
Seth, what is your plan or your ETA for when you make your big comeback to streaming? I want to know. Very curious to know. I need to copy this. I'm going to do one more thing before swapping over for sure. And that is, I'm going to bring this over. Oops, where'd that go? There we go. And
Pixel, yes.
What was that?
Pixel Knight said, okay, hear me out. A Zelda Tavern in Super Nintendo World. Yes.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I'm down for that. Yeah, I like where your head is at. Okay. All right. Let me just quickly go down here. We're gonna put. Hopefully this is gonna work. You know, we'll put it right there. And good. I think, we're good to go. All right.
Yay.
So, Seth says, I just recorded some A-roll for a video. I saw that on Twitter. Yes. I believe it was with some of your Disney Infinity figurines. I'm not streaming on my channel, but I've set enough stuff up to start appearing on other people's streams right now. Really? Meaning you could join us here in a bit? Okay. Who here saw the Pokemon Presents this morning? Wait, what? I didn't even realize
Yep,
that was
there's
a
a-
thing.
Yep, to celebrate Pokemon Day. There was a
Oh,
Pokemon Presents
man.
this morning at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Well, we may have to
I
watch
was up
that
at-
then.
I was up at 8 a.m. Started streaming at 8:30. Crazer and I were playing Unite with the new update, and Jack joined us too. And so I shared screen the direct with the two of them, and we watched it.
Nice,
On
nice.
stream.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that might just, well, we'll want to get all your thoughts there. Crazer's shocked. I thought it was a one-on-one thing. We'll start with the one-on-one, I think, as we do the tier maker, but in a little later, maybe, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, sounds good, Seth, and I'll give you a heads up if we end up getting to that, depending on how the tier list goes here. But with that said, are you ready to get going?
I'm ready.
Okay. So right now I've got my tier maker list up.
Mm-hmm.
And I see you've got all the games down here, and
Yep.
How do you just want to go through from, top left down to bottom right?
Sure. Yeah, because I did this in alphabet order, not generation order.
Okay.
So,
So for me, this is what Alpha Sapphire, is that right?
yep, this is the remake of Ruby and Sapphire.
For me, that is a simple have not played. That is
Yeah, like I said, I know a majority of these you haven't played, so
Yeah.
I'm expecting that.
Yep, that's gonna be easy. Let's see where you put yours.
No, I admit I haven't played the 3DS games in a long time because I can't without emulation. But from what I remember about it, it was actually pretty decent, I think.
Crazy says, let's start with that whole tier. How does that sound? That's funny. Okay, so you put it as a C. Okay.
I'm trying to remember. Well, actually, I like the post game story. I'll give it a B. I
Okay.
like the post game story. I liked. So like one of the differences between that and the remake is you could actually. So there's a set of legendary Pokemon called the Eon Duo, Latios and Latios, and you would get one of them in Sapphire, one of them in Ruby, like during the story in ORAS and not in the originals, because I think the only way to get them in the originals was do an event exclusive item. which they put in the game,
Okay.
which I guess is kind of smart, but I also don't get why. Like, you could just trade with yourself with a friend to get the other one. But alright.
Okay. Fair. All right. Next up then. Is that right?
Yep, next up, Battle Revolution.
Battle Revolution. This one, I've got a lot to say. I have not played it. Your turn.
That is easy because I haven't either. I don't own a Wii.
Nice. Well, that was super easy. So next up for me, we've got this is black and are we doing black and white together? Is that how that works, or is no white's down here? I see.
No, so Black and White and Black and White 2 are two separate games with two separate stories. The amount of Pokemon you get is different because like the reason I've said I want you and Manasbat to play Black and White first is it's very similar to Red and Blue in that you can only use that generation of Pokemon, like the ones introduced.
Okay.
In Black and White 2, they so in Black and White you could use the older ones, but not until you beat the post game. In Black and White 2, you can use them like from the start.
Nada, by the way, says Pokemon Snap is god tier.
I've never played Snap.
Seth says we need more sequels, less remakes. Crazer's gonna lurk. No worries, we'll see in a bit, Crazer. Well, so then in that case, I see it now. We've got white down here. We've got black 2. Black 2 for me is a haven't played. How about
For
you?
me, let's see. I'm gonna put it at S. I love Gen 5.
Okay. Well, I
It's
just
like
noticed,
my favorite outside of Gens 4 and 9.
for some reason, for me, the tier S plus is just above F. I can move that, can't I?
Yeah, you can. I don't. It's because I added that one in. Like
Oh,
the
okay.
rest of them are default. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I'm just,
Yeah, it did that to me too. I was like, I don't know why it did that.
That's so funny. I was like, wait a minute, that would confuse me. All right, so we got S plus. There we go. All right. Next up, Pokemon Black. So this is a game that that Manasprout and I've looked at. We have not actually gone kind of officially all in yet, I would say. So I'm gonna put this as
Good, because I need to
not
get back
completed.
onto that guide.
Yes. Yeah, we've looked at it. We're like, yes, this will be fun, but she's still a little bit young for it. Probably right on that cusp, so it's a good time. But we're still playing Pokemon Quest and stuff like that. So, but yes,
Yep.
Pokemon Black not completed. I'll put it there for now. It looks very promising, though. I do like it. The graphics are kind of cool. That's sort of like 3D-ish, pixel art-ish thingy. It's cool. And what about you?
I put it in S plus. So
Yeah.
for those who don't know, I started off with Pokemon Platinum was my very first game. Then I moved on to, I think, Ranger Shadows of Almia. Then Guardian Signs, or maybe it was Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. I forgot. And then I got into Black and White. So my experience with Gen 5 is very different from most people because I know most people when it came out didn't like it because, you know, they were Gen 1ers and such. I loved it because it was a fresh story, fresh mons. I knew nothing about any of these creatures yet. So like it was a great way for me to learn, like fully learn and understand like the game and like all the mechanics of it. Especially like I think also like getting to learn a new mechanic when it was introduced with the curved experience formula also like made me a big fan because like no way I get to learn alongside everybody else. I'm not like late to the game. Not that I talked to anybody about it.
Well, cool. Yeah. Shall we go to the next game?
Yep.
All right. This is of course, this is the big one here. For me, it's where it all started. It's the Pokemon Blue version. Now, admittedly, I'm a little torn on this because I have not officially completed it. I do have it on the 3DS Virtual Console. That's how I started playing it, and I was sort of giving a play-by-play through the Miiverse before the Miiverse got shut down, and I'd say I put in several hours of it. And so for me, this is the sort of the quintessential Pokemon. And since this is a tier list of Pokemon games, all right, we're talking about like, this is the, this isn't like just all video games. Where do Pokemon sit in? It's within the franchise. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this and I'm gonna drop it in the A slot. It is a solid A tier game. That's what I'm gonna do. What do you say?
I'm gonna put this at 80.
Okay.
So I'm not going to take into account the designs because this was before Miyamoto actually did the official designs for the Pokemon. So I'm not counting that into it as a factor. Though there are some really interesting ones. I will say that, especially between like green and blue. Because for those who don't know, there is a Japanese blue, which is, I think if I remember correctly, it's like a very similar to Japanese green, because Japanese green is our English blue. But for me, it's like the programming is a mess. The type chart got so screwed up because like literally the psychic type in Gen 1 is the reason it's so OP is because technically speaking it has no weaknesses because the bug types were atrociously weak. There were so few attacking bug type moves. And like I think the strongest bug type, it's like the two strongest bug types, Scyther and Pinsir, couldn't even learn a single bug type move. The only one that could learn an attacking bug type move was part poison type. And Lick does not affect psychic types, despite being a ghost type move. I think the only move that affects psychic types in Gen 1 is Nightshade, and that's a fixed damage move because it's based on your level. And the only ghost family in Gen 1 is part poison type. So it was a mess.
Crazer says Gen 1 is the way players call the faulty programming. Okay. Oh, Napsy and Mictron. Mictron and Napsy, I do want to say hello. Sorry, we're having a conversation, so I didn't say it right away.
Hello.
But, well, okay. You know what? I'll tell you what then. Based on this, I'm gonna rethink this. As opposed to A tier, I don't want to quite put it down to C because I could say sort of it's average. Like this is the baseline. This is like what all games should be based off of.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it started the franchise. I mean, it had to be for its time. It had to be impressive enough to launch what it launched. So I'm gonna put it into B because it is buggy. B for buggy. I won't keep it in A. We'll reserve A for other games, but we'll put that in there.
Like the story is fine. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just the like the programming's faulty. The mechanics were so broken that they had to be fixed like right away when Gen 2 was being made. So and even then they didn't really quite fix it. Well, they kind of fixed it. Sort of.
All right, well, shall we move on to the next game?
Yep.
What is this one?
This is the remake of Diamond and Pearl as this Brilliant Diamond.
Oh, I have not played. And your turn.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay. My thoughts on Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I hate it.
Oh, man.
It is my least favorite game in the series.
Oh, there we go, Crazer. Yep. Hey, Kaboomer's here too. Oh, we've got Napsy, Mictron, Kaboomer. Oh, so many great people.
My chat's heard me complain about it. The chibi models are fine, like for the characters and such. Like I think it's a great way to recreate the top-down view that the original games had. The dex is terrible. They gave us the Diamond and Pearl dex when they should have given us the Platinum dex. Well, they did give us the Platinum Pokemon, and so I'm not the only one that's complaining about this. Other Pokemon YouTubers have too. A good majority of the Pokemon from the Platinum dex can't even evolve until after you beat the game, because you can't get their evolution items until after you beat the game, which is annoying. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, the following Pokemon feature is terrible. Don't go to Amity Square. And if you do go to Amity Square, don't let your Pokemon out. It's not like Let's Go's following mechanic. It's similar to Sword and Shields, where like they lag behind you and try to keep up, and like a good majority of the Pokemon can't even keep up with like the player's like just base running speed. The running speed, not even the bike. It's bad.
I had to double check this, but indeed, this is the game I thought it was, the one on the Switch, and I'll just tell you, the look of it turned me off. And I know that seems like a shallow thing, but really, it just, for such a venerable franchise such as Pokemon, to see a game coming out for the Switch, for Nintendo hardware, which is always, meant some degree of quality to me, and I know it's the Pokemon company, not Nintendo directly, who produces or makes these games, develops these games, but, I've always seen that close connection, so I've always thought of Pokemon as quality. To see a game like this come out looking as, frankly, to me, as unpolished as this, it lacked a lot of the sort of character and the charm that I've seen in other Pokemon games, and it just really turned me off from wanting to even try it. So on that level, which is the only thing I can really speak on, I agree with you.
Yeah, and like the final nail in the coffin for me, because like chat saw when I was playing through Shine and Pearl on stream, the Elite Four and Champion Battle. Now this is like when you're playing through the main story for the first time. They made it way too hard. Like the Pokemon that they gave them were full on competitive tier Pokemon, especially Cynthia. Like the Elite Four, like I think they had like 5 max. So there's individual values and effort values. Individual values, it's just randomized and the Pokemon are stuck with it. Effort values, they gain from battling Pokemon and leveling them up. So their individual values were like 5 max individual values and I think random effort values, I forget. Cynthia's were full on 6 max individual values and perfect effort values. And she had very good type coverage on her Pokemon. And the items that they had on all of the Pokemon were ridiculous. Oh my gosh. And this is for like the first time you're playing the game, not even like after you beat the main story and you do like the quote unquote post game, which even then I'm not really a big fan of the post game's okay. But like that's just ridiculous. I remember like seeing like tons of like Reddit posts of like kids like playing this game for the first time, and like there was one kid who like finally cried after beating the game, and it took him like a week.
Oh,
it took him a week.
Oh, well, you know what? I guess I'm glad that I didn't play that one. Not a crafty username says "Boo Game Freak," which is a little sad, but
I don't really blame.
It was a drop ball.
Game Freak. Yeah, it's like they tried. I mean, to be fair, it was more Ilka that was doing the design, not Pokemon or Game Freak. It was so like, and again, I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to recreate the style of it in a more modern system. I mean, to me, it looked fine. I had nostalgia from it, but I honestly wish we had gotten a Platinum remake instead.
That's
like
fair.
The story of Platinum was way better. The deck was way better. The post game to me, the post game to me was better.
Fair. I would say with that, let's move on to the next one here. Pokemon Coliseum. Haven't played. How about you?
I have played it, and I really like it. I'm going
Nice.
to put it in A.
Nice. Next game for me, Pokemon Conquest. Haven't played it.
I was gonna say, I don't think most people have even heard of that game. I have actually not completed it. It's one of the first Pokemon games I've not completed.
Okay.
I have the copy of it, but because I remember I got stuck on a boss fight, and I just
What-
couldn't figure it out.
What sort of game is it? I mean, is it a standard Pokemon style game, or are we talking?
No.
Okay.
No, this is one of the spin-off side games. So this is a it's kind of like it's a tactics game. Like
Okay. A Fire Emblem.
yeah, like Fire Emblem or Triangle Strategy.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Where like each person has like a partner Pokemon, and you're trying to, just complete whatever objective it is on the map. And there's places for you to put your troops and such.
Oh,
I
Pixel
forget
Knights.
exactly yeah.
Pixel Knight's gonna be
It's been a long
RB.
time since I played it.
Oh no,
Hey,
that
Pixel and Trey
works.
work.
Iron Rusty's in
Rusty.
the house and says, "Mana likes Pokemon." Well, actually, right now, what you're looking at is Memory Martin's screen, and
Hello.
and if I go over to here, that's my screen right now. Next game is this Crystal? Is that what this is? Or
Yep, Pokemon Crystal.
haven't played. So this is my list, starting to look a little more like it, Iron Rusty. And also, while we see Memory Martin's page here, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to our friend Iron Rusty. How are you doing? How are you doing? Last seen playing Super Metroid. Manas haven't played list. Iron Rusty says that's basically it. It's not a tier list. It's a Manas haven't played list.
Exactly. Where would I put Crystal? That's a good question.
Accurate, Crazer says.
I'm gonna put it in C.
Okay.
Like I said, the two new typings of Dark and Steel were a nice add-on. The problem is, the only Dark type you could get prior to beating the game is one of Eevee's new evolutions, Umbreon.
Baby.
Yes, Daddy. All the other ones are post-game, and they are not very good, like Murkrow and Sneasel.
So is it fair to
those-
say that maybe there were some fundamental flaws to the original game that also held back the remake?
No,
Oh, okay.
they fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I put the originals and the remakes in, because there are differences between them. Like, honestly, the only reason I put each of the games from that generation is mostly just like, if you know like the version exclusives, or like if there's just some Pokemon in that one you prefer over others, and you could just make your ranking different. That's basically the only reason I put all of them in.
Okay.
Yeah, so like some of the fixes got better. Like, for example, critical hits are no longer based on your speed stat like they were in Gen 1. They now split the special stat into special attack and special defense.
Hey, Meta Ryan
trying to
Cluster,
think.
no worries. Welcome on
Hey,
in.
Ryan.
Iron Rusty says the only game I've played significantly is Red, Gold about halfway, the rest very little. Also, Iron Rusty says, I think I've got some gray hairs sneaking to my beard. The mana energy. I love it. Love it.
But yeah.
Fair. Well, shall we move on?
Yep.
All right. Next game then is Pokemon Diamond. Have not played.
Of course.
Idea.
Making this super easy, I'm telling you. I
Yep.
I have to do some animating that's due tomorrow. Well, that's exciting.
Hmm.
And Dio, hey Mana and Memory, came in to say hi before sleep. Thank you so much for doing that. We're gonna give a shout out. By the way, Mike-tron came in earlier. We're gonna give a couple of family-friendly streamer shout outs here. Mike-tron, boom. Oh, I did the wrong one again. Mike-tron Gaming. I always forget that. It's the Mike-tron Gaming.
Oh, don't worry. I shout out the wrong Mictron too.
And Dio. We got to give a shout out to Dio. Both family-friendly streamers. Dio has... oh, did that go through? There we go. Dio's last been streaming Super Mario Odyssey, and I've poked my head in from time to time, and it is very fun. So there we go.
Yes, it is.
Mitron lol, I shouted myself out. That's awesome. Oh, good. Anyway, you can also do, actually, Mitron, try doing ! shout out and see what happens when you put your name in there. Okay, so where'd you put your...
Yeah. I put Diamond in D. The only reason is because of what I said about the Elite Four and Cynthia, because that's not an issue in the original. Although everything else I said is still terrible.
Okay, fair. I little wants to play the Splatoon update, but gotta get some homework done. Fair. Pokemon Emerald. I actually did, believe it or not, play a tiny bit of this at my friend's house, and we're gonna put it in A because I really liked the art. I think the graphics in the Game Boy Advance games is really well done, and so yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch. It'd be played a little bit and just kind of see what it looked like, and it actually was the first Pokemon game where I kind of went, ooh, I'm kind of intrigued by that. Like more than just, when the original game came out and it was huge, it was like, oh no, I actually kind of see the appeal and yeah, so Kuro's playing it, and I was like, show me more. Where would you put it?
I'm also gonna put it in A. I like the story. I like that you can fight both of the villainous teams from the previous titles, Ruby and Sapphire. I think the dex is nice. Like, it brings in the majority of the Pokemon minus, there's some version exclusives that got put in, some that didn't get put in. The Battle Frontier's okay. I'm admittedly not a big fan of the Battle Frontier, never have been. But yeah, I like Emerald.
Yep. All right. Well, next up, and by the way, the question was posed: how many games are there? It's quite a bit, as you can see.
How many?
Yep.
Ryan, there are more games. There
more
are
than
more
this.
Pokemon games than I put on this list. Just look on Wikipedia.
Along with the Emerald version, Fire Red, the remake, again, those great Game Boy Advance graphics, putting that in A tier. Fight me.
I put it in S.
Oh, I guess don't fight me, because apparently it's a great game. All right, right on.
Right. Honestly, I've said this before. I like Let's Go Eevee. Yes, I know you'll headbutt me if I don't say that. I like Let's Go Eevee, but the main reason I like it is it's my favorite of the Kanto games. I'm not counting Gold, Silver, and the remake because that's Johto. Kanto's its post game. Because I feel like they made it more balanced. Hi, Zershade.
Zershade's here. I have missed you so much. How are you doing, Zershade? What is up? Random wormhole opens and Zershade pokes his head out of it. Oh, good to see you, Zershade. That does my heart good. Oh, that's good. I'm sorry to interrupt Memory Martin.
It's okay. So like I was saying, I feel like it's very well balanced, and it's kind of mixing in the encounters from the previous from Gen 1. Because so for example, if you pick Charmander in Fire Red and Leaf Green, then you can get a Mankey on Route 22 west of Radiant City to help you fight Brock, which wasn't available in Red and Blue. You got the Nidos, but they could only double kick, so like you didn't really have a counter for Brock in the original game, but now you actually do.
Hmm.
So like there's very few Pokemon that got switched with their location. I kind of wish that they fixed, like, they changed some of the Virgin exclusives. Like, for example, for some reason, both Starmie and Slowbro, two water psychic type Pokemon with kind of similar base stat totals and, I guess sort of in spread, are both in Pokemon Leaf Green, which is weird, but whatever, I digress. Also, I love the post game. That's like my favorite thing about Fire and Leaf Green. There's an actual post game that's not just Cerulean Cave, and I love it.
Oh, there you
Favorite
go.
post game
There you go.
of a remake.
Welcome on in to PFC Stillwell as well. I'm so glad you're on, Mana. I had a horrendous thing happen at work last night, and this is the zen I need to calm my mind. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. And please join us for hopefully a little bit of serenity. And Zershade says, yeah, I'm good, been busy and normally getting ready for work and stuff around this time. Yay, night shift. I know my time, my schedule has not been friendly for a lot of the friends of Mana in other parts of the world, so my apologies. Other time zones in other parts of the world. But Zershade, yes, I was actually thinking about you just the other day, and it's very cool to see you pop into the chat, and yeah, I really hope that that all told things are going well. Now, missing no, Iron Rusty says, and then Memory Martin says, I've actually never done the missing no glitch, only the Mew one in red. Shall we head on over to, is this, what is this, gold version? Gold version?
Yep. So
Never
there's
played.
gold version, and then it's remake Heart Gold.
Easy for me, never played. Where, what have you got?
I'm gonna put it with Crystal and see.
Okay.
Story's good, mons are good. It's just the programming is meh.
All right. Heart Gold, never played.
I put it in S.
All right. Is it a good game then?
Yep, it is way better. Especially because the Pokemon, so the Gen 2 Pokemon that got evolutions in Gen 4 were added in the remake.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that's really annoying about the first 3 generations of Pokemon, which I don't think a lot of people notice, like when playing through as a kid. So the game tells you, or like when you beat a gym leader, they tell you that traded Pokemon up to level like 20 will start to obey you when you get the first badge.
Okay.
It's actually every other badge when they start to obey you, like up to that level cap.
Okay.
So like for example, in Pokemon Gold, the first gym leader you fight is the flying type Pokemon. And if you pick the grass type starter, then your only options to counter it are a Geodude or a traded Onix. And if you got the traded Onix, it would stop disobeying you after it hit level 10. And the problem with that is it learns its stab rock throw at like level 11 or 12. So you would have like a 1 in 4 chance of it not only using the move during the battle, but it just even obeying you in general, because like it could like turn away, it could just take a nap, it could just use one of its other moves in its move slot. So it was really annoying. So it's better to just use Geodude. But they fixed that in Gen 4, and you could also just get Mareep instead if you wanted. So yeah.
Interesting. Crazer says STAB or stabs, same type attack bonus. Attacks are stronger if they're the same type as the user. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kimball Donald, is there a war in chat? This is a contentious subject. No,
Hi, Donnie.
actually, we're doing quite good at the moment. Next game up here, Leaf Green version, you'll see a pattern here. Never played, and now to Memory Martin. And Tony, how's it going? I'm going to go ahead and drop a shout out here for our family-friendly live streamer, family-friendly Donald, Kimball Donald. How are you doing? How you doing, my friend? Shout outs. Last streaming Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Nice. Admittedly, I don't play as much Leaf Green as I do Fire Red due to version exclusive mons, but it's the same.
Zershade says, yeah, funny theory. The reason Ash's traded Charizard never listens to him in the first season of the anime is because he never, for the badges.
He never got the
went,
badges.
Oh, never went for the badges from Misty, Erica, Sabrina, and Giovanni, legitimately.
Well,
Interesting.
no, he got the badges, he never won them. Though technically,
Oh.
though, his Charizard's not traded. It was released by Damien, and then he caught it, so it's not traded, so to speak. Because by that theory, that would have happened to Chimchar in the Sinnoh arc. And Tepig.
I don't
And
know.
Froakie. Anyway.
All right. Moving on to the next one then. By the way, it's interesting. I think it's because your window is shared. Can you make your window full screen, actually? I wonder if it would work. Do you know how to do? Is it in Google Chrome?
No, I'm using Edge.
Oh, never mind then. Okay, but
I can
because
change it to Chrome.
oh no, it's fine.
Okay.
Leave it at this. Leave it at this. But I was just noticing that because it's not actually a 16:9 window, so it's like cropping. It's like letterboxed on the top and bottom. It's okay though. It's just it's one of those little like goofy things I was noticing. Anyway,
Yeah.
Pokemon Legends Arceus, and yes, I like to call it Arceus, and I will die on that hill if anyone says otherwise. I who have absolutely no horse in the race for pretty much anything Pokemon related. This is the one thing. Let me have this. Darn it, Arceus sounds so much better than Arceus. Arceus. Never played it.
Let me introduce you to Spanish. Crazy, let me introduce you to Michael from M&J TV. Legends Arceus. If you don't get the reference, watch Pokemon Talk.
It could be Arceus. Nada puts a thumb down. It's absolute. I absolutely adore Arceus. Kimball Dolan says.
I know, it is a fun game. So I actually have not completed Arceus. It's one of the other ones I haven't completed, but I'm still going to put it in as plus because I love the story. Honestly, Vanna, I think you'd like it. I will admit, though. So it's kind of similar to me in that the text is kind of darkish, but like it still obviously passes the rating for the game. Because it was kind of similar to like the dialogue in like Gen 4, especially like Ranger Shadows of Almia. If you ever played that, then you know, or if you watch Jaden's video of her playing it, then you know what I mean. Because it is like hilarious that it like got through, but like I think it makes sense why it got through. But it's a great game.
Fair. Well, I like that this is now where we're getting some of the debate in the chat. I love it. You love to see it. Next up this is exciting for me. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Haven't played.
Yes, you, baby.
Back to Memory Martin. There we go, Gracer says. Memory Martin, where would you put?
No, Eevee, no headbutting.
It's gotta be
It's your birthday, no headbutting.
Z tier, right? That's because it's Eevee. It's gotta be Z.
Exactly. It's S plus because Eevee.
Yep. All right. Well, because these games, of course, are so similar, I will say Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu I have played. And right now, we currently have some games, B and A. I'm actually going to take Let's Go Pikachu. And we're actually going to drop this into the S... What the heck? S plus tier. I'm actually a very big fan of this game. I enjoyed it a lot. I think the biggest thing I liked about it, to be honest, is that it took elements from Pokemon Go which replaced a lot of the turn-based battle mechanic, which I'm just not as big a fan of, and gave us some interesting kind of gameplay with that. And darn it, if I don't love this little controller, I think this controller is amazing. I love that
it's so fun.
I love that this came with this was a thing that came out with this game. The story of Pokemon has always been really interesting, and I love the art, the style, the music. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu is, at least out of the games that you selected for this list, absolutely my favorite. I would probably put Quest and Shuffle as S tier if they were on this list. But Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu is S plus for me. What do you think?
I don't own it, so I have not played it.
There we go. All right.
And Evie will not let me own it.
And then
Yeah,
Evie's like,
Pikachu's her
no,
rival."
that's my arch rival. Okay, the rescue team games, Mystery Dungeon.
Okay.
These games, I'm
Yeah,
very
so-
intrigued by.
So,
Very
so
intrigued
red and
by.
blue. So red and blue, the way it worked was, sorry, I had to look at the images. So
Sure.
the way it worked was if you, and this was really good if you own the original DS, or even the DS Lite. Blue was for the DS, but red was for the GBA. So what you could do was put one in the top part of the DS or DS Lite, and the other one in the bottom. I don't know what would happen because I don't own both. I own blue, I don't own red. So I don't know like what compatibility there would be if you put them both in. Like if you selected one and it found the data for the other, so I'm not sure
Okay.
what would happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the only difference with the Mystery Dungeon games, like the older ones, was just the version exclusive Pokemon. And like obviously like depending on the Pokemon on the box art, depending on like what like the latest generation that came out. So like for Red and Blue, it was up to Gen 3. The Explorer series was up to Gen 4 and so on. Like there has not been one since Gen 5. Not counting Rescue DX because that's a remake of Red and Blue into one game.
Gotcha. Well, I've never played them. I don't know where to jump in, to be honest. I know that we've had some Switch versions and things like this, but I really, really, really like the concept, and I'm a big dungeon crawler fan, and so for me, this is a series or a sub-series I really do want to try, but alas, I actually can whip out all of the Mystery Dungeon games that are right here and put
Yep.
literally every single one of them into my have not played list, which is very sad. I got to give it a shot sometime, but that's expanding my have not played list.
Yes, I do remember when they put Mystery Dungeon on WiiWare, and I want them because I want to play them on stream, Pixel. I want to figure out a way to do it. Yeah, I will say, I think mechanics-wise, DX fixed some of the mechanics in the original with the gummies. I don't remember like what the problem was, but there was some problem with it, sort of. So like that got fixed. And also the rate at which you could recruit Pokemon is increased, I believe. I've actually never completed DX. But yeah. Like I love the Mystery Dungeon series, especially Explorers. The dialogue is hilarious and the story is great.
Nice. Well, yeah, give us some rankings there. In the meantime, I'll
Let's
just
see.
point
So
out that Krazer
this-
and Not a Crafty Username are bonding over some similarities in backgrounds. and then also Donnie says, I think if you're not married to the more in-depth mechanics of the turn-based battling, you'd really love Arceus. So I think I do need to give that a shot. Honestly, I was pretty hyped about it. There were two things that sort of turned me off of it. One is the setting itself kind of being like almost like a feudal Japan sort of era setting, if I recall. I was like, meh, like Pokemon always has these different settings, and that one just didn't speak to me as much. And then the other bigger thing, really, that was minor. I think I actually probably would get into that, but it just didn't grab me. But the bigger thing was that it had a lot of little graphical glitches and things that I was seeing, and some of the landscape seems just a little uninspiring after having played Breath of the Wild. But I suspect I probably would like it, so I'm gonna have to give that a shot. And Pixel Knight says, if we learn with Pokemon typing adventure isn't on top, I'm unfollowing. Oh man.
So the only reason I put Gates to Infinity in D, from what I remember of the story, to me it felt a bit too short and a bit too easy compared to the other Mr. Dungeon games. And ironically enough, I also have not beaten Super Mystery Dungeon because I thought it was like the opposite and that the story was kind of dragging a bit. Like, I like the concept, but I felt like it was just taking a bit too long. So I stopped playing.
Oh man. Now Donnie mentions that you're usually looking for Pokemon, so that should be good. But why don't you take us away? Where would you put Moon?
Where would I put Moon? Oh, that's a good question. Probably in C.
Okay. So
the story
this
was okay. The
Yeah.
mons were I liked. Like, I liked the characters. I thought the characters were great. The story was okay, and I thought the game was like decently challenging.
And this
So-
is the first of the 3DS era games.
No,
is that-
this is the second set of the 3DS ones. The first ones were X and Y.
Of course. Okay. Well, for me, that is yet another have not played.
I'm sorry, Pixel. I failed you. I typing adventure wasn't a thing when when I was a kid.
I mean, it was a thing, but it was after me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. My Pokemon Ranch. I have not played.
Me neither, because that's another Wii game, and
Easy.
I never owned it.
All right. What do we got for? Why don't you do Pokemon Omega Ruby?
Omega Ruby, I'm gonna put it in the same place as Alpha Sapphire because I own both.
Okay. I'm gonna put it in the same place as Alpha Sapphire as well because I've never played it. I'll put Pearl in haven't played as well.
I'm
And your
putting
turn.
Pearl in the same place as Diamond because I don't like it.
Wow, those poor Diamond and Pearls. Oi, oi.
If you talk to anyone that played Gen 4, they will tell you Platinum is the only one that exists.
Yeah. Give us give us Platinum.
Was there any surprise? It
Your-
was my
your
first
reason-
game.
Yeah.
It was my first game.
Yeah.
And I still think it's one of the hardest games in the series, honestly.
It does have a pretty epic cover as well, I have to say.
Yes.
What's the Pokemon's
Also-
name?
Giratina. Also, Platinum was the wait. No, it wasn't. Never mind. That was
Okay.
Black and White too.
Okay.
I was about to say Giratina was the last game to use the Legendary's cry when you start the game up.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Alas, this is yet another haven't played from me. Now we get into what is the name of this series? This is the
So this is the Pokemon Ranger series.
yes. And so this is so Pokemon Rangers started on the DS. Is that correct?
It's only on the DS, yes.
It's only on the DS. What Pokemon Rangers? What is the type of play for it?
So basically, what you do in it is, the mechanics are essentially you have to use your stylus, or in my case, my finger, to create a circle around the Pokemon on the bottom of the screen to make a loop to try to lower their bar to like, so you're not capturing them per se, but you're using your, I'm trying to remember what the device is called. I can't remember
Capture
the device.
styler.
Yeah, the capture styler. So you're using the capture styler to kind of like temporarily use them for their abilities, because it's a little different than the main series games. Now there's no moves per se, but they each have their own like unique skill, like a field skill, for example.
Okay. Okay.
And so you need to use certain Pokemon to like complete certain puzzles or to have like an advantage on like a boss fight sort of thing. And yeah, so there's the main story. Like in the third game, Guardian Signs, I remember there was a lot of side quests in Guardian Signs. Ranger, I actually don't know because I actually have not completed it. That's the only Ranger game I've not. My first one was Shadows of Almia.
Well, these three games in this series, I did not realize. I just was looking this up as well. It's also developed by HAL Laboratories. So I have to say, though it's in my haven't played list, this is a nice bonus of us doing this. I'm now intrigued to try them. So I wonder.
I think you should. Like they're not talked about enough, and I've been saying it since the Switch came out. I want either a Switch remake of the game, and I want it for both dock and for handheld, or a new Ranger game, because oh my gosh, I love the franchise. The dialogue is great, the characters are great. I like the way that like the Pokemon like it's the same Pokemon, but you use them completely differently from both the main series games and even like Coliseum and XD, and obviously Mr. Tetrin.
Well, so I definitely am interested. I wonder, they're not released on Virtual Console anywhere, are they?
No, because
Okay.
it was DS.
I wonder how much they go for on DS. Probably a pretty penny these days.
I don't know. I think they're a bit cheaper than say like Platinum, because I know
Okay.
Platinum is expensive.
I think the main line tend to be the most expensive in general, but still, yeah.
It depends on which one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so am I correct? I think I saw this, but you put all three in the S tier. Is that right?
I put the Guardian Signs and Shadows of Almia on S tier. Yes, Ranger, the original. I
not
own the
completed.
original Ranger, but I have not. I've not completed it.
Okay. Gotcha.
And also, fun fact: when Diamond and Pearl came out, if you owned a copy of Pokemon Ranger, you could. There was a side quest in Ranger where you could get a Manaphy egg and transfer it to your Diamond and Pearl copy. Guess how many times you could do it?
How many times?
Once per cartridge.
What?
Uh-huh. Per cartridge.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's that seems really not cool. But okay. All right. Well, nice. Whatever. You want to give us the Pokemon Red? Your thoughts on Pokemon Red?
Red, I'm gonna put. Where did I put blue?
I think you put it in C, didn't you?
I'm gonna. No,
Oh,
I put
D.
it in D.
You put it in D. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. For me, that's gonna have to be. I would be tempted, much like with Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, to put it with the sort of corresponding game, but I'm gonna have to put it in the haven't played. I have never, ever played that game. Now, Pokemon Ruby version. This is a remake of it, right?
Nope, this is the original.
It's an original. Never mind.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was this game. It was this Game Boy Advance. Yeah, like I said, these are the box art. So.
Okay. Yeah. So but the reason I was asking, I didn't. Oh no, Fire Red was the remake.
Fire
of
Red's the
Red.
remake for Red and
Ruby
Blue.
is its own. Okay. So Ruby, I've not played. How about you?
I played Ruby. I'm gonna put it with. Where did I put? I'm gonna put it with Emerald.
Okay.
I played so like in order, I play Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby from most to
Oh.
fewest.
That's right. It's the
Um,
same. That was the same generation. So Ruby,
Yep.
Emerald, and Sapphire were all three in the
Yeah,
same. Okay.
so I think if I remember correctly, the release order was Ruby and Sapphire, then Fire Red and Leaf Green, then Emerald, not kind of Coliseum and XD. Because like technically speaking, the only reason, at least to me, the only reason that Fire Red and Leaf Green are like even on the Game Boy Advance was for people who couldn't transfer the Gen 1 and 2 Pokemon over to Gen 3 and had no way to do it with and didn't own a GameCube to do Coliseum and XD.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I suppose then, where would you put Sapphire?
I would also put it in A.
And then I unfortunately have to put it also in the not played.
Yep.
Bringing us to Pokemon Scarlet, and this is the most recent of the games. Is that correct?
Yes.
Which I have not played. So, where would you put it?
I put it in S+.
Ooh, that good, huh? All right.
I did a co-op version with Krazer off stream. I've started playing it on stream. I need to get back into it. Especially now that something happened. Which you'll see whenever you watch the presents. It is completely different from the other games in that it's a full-on open world, and you can go like whatever direction you want. There's kind of a guide into like the order you should do things if you wanna like not be too overpowered during the story. But you can do like whatever you want. The new Pokemon added, from what I've seen so far, range from oh my gosh, I love this design to what in the world is this?
Now, Seth says he wants to see both of these tier lists on Twitter and Discord when they're done. And
Sure thing,
which
Seth.
actually reminds me, I think I need to also post my other tier list, my Nintendo one. But NotaCraft's username says good night. NotaCraft's username, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the resub. I cannot believe that. 69 months of subscribing. Nada, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for all your support. Thanks for hanging out tonight. And I'll catch you again real soon. And then Zershade says, is it bad that the thing that annoys me the most with red, but I like in Fire Red, is the visual experience bar?
Yes, like that was one of the other problems with Red and Blue, was that when you got experience, there was no level bar that was added in Gen 2. And also, depending on how much experience you got, it would just bump you up to like whatever level you would be at. So it's not like nowadays where it's like you reached level 6, you reach level 7, you reach level 8. It would just bring you right up to like level 8, and if you learn a move like in between like the level jump, you don't learn it. So you have to be careful when you're grinding in Gen 1.
Gotcha. Well, let's move to Pokemon Shield now. Where would you put Pokemon Shield?
S+.
You know what? That excites me, and I'll tell you why. Because though I have not played it, Sword and Shield are probably on my list for the next versions of Pokemon that I want to pick up. Those are the game, or one of those. I probably Sword is what I'm thinking. But I go back and forth. But if I can pick up one of those for a good price, that's on my wish list, along with another game that will come up to here in a little bit. But that's probably my first pick out of the list of games that you have. Although the Ranger series is now on that list, so there's kind of 3 games that I'm interested in. But yes. Zershade says, I'd put Sword and Shield high up just for the gym battle atmosphere and music. Ooh, nice. Yeah, for me, a big part of it is also just that I like the setting. I'm a bit of an Anglophile, so it's kind of interesting. Yeah, so cool. Well, and then I see here we have the other. Was this Brilliant Crystal?
This is Shining Pearl.
Shining Pearl. Shining Pearl. Have not played, but I would say the same thing that we talked about before.
Yep.
It's just, it does not look appealing to me. Where'd you put yours?
I put it in F.
Yeah. All right,
I know.
take us away.
I know. With my Sword and Shield one, people are gonna be like, "Why would you put it in S tier?" Because I like the characters and the story, and the post game is good, and the DLC is awesome. Well, DLCs.
And you'd be like, and I don't need to justify my.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
Pokemon Silver.
Oh, C. Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep. Same with the other Gen 2 games.
Yeah, I'm kind of sensing like the earlier games just aren't your cup of tea as much. Have
They're
not played.
fine. Yeah, like I said, like they're fine, but like I feel like with Gen 2, like when I'm playing original Gen 2, no matter which starter I pick, I'm basically using the same mons over and over because like the list of them that are available, like in the main story, just they're not that strong. Like that's a problem. Like
Yeah.
that was a big problem with Gen 2. Like they were all very lackluster in strength, and that's why they needed future evolutions. So
Gotcha. So I don't know if Soul Silver improved upon things or not, but it is yet another game I have not played. What about you?
it did improve upon things, and it is an S tier.
Nice.
Also, the following feature in Heart Gold Soul Silver was amazing, and I loved it. My
Nice.
favorite one outside of Let's Go.
All right. Now, let's see here. What's next? Take us away with Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2.
Apparently, I froze. Apparently, there is a potential spoiler there that Pixel Knight made, but everybody, I think the chat has moved on by now. We don't necessarily need to go back to it, and I will just avoid it there. But it is tough. Pixel Knight, no harm done. But yeah, I think we're all good, everybody. So what do you think?
They're okay. Honestly, like, I only do, like, the gym castle and the, like, actual stadium itself. I've actually never done the mini games. Like, ironically enough, Crazy and I were talking about them the other day, because, like, I never played them. I'm gonna put them in C, just because, like, I only ever used, obviously, the rental mons, because I could never transfer my Pokemon from the older games. So, the teams were meh.
Okay. So for me, both the Pokemon game, Stadium games, the N64. I remember reading about these in Nintendo Power. I remember thinking it seemed interesting. I even have the little pack that goes into your controller, but I've never played them. So there you go. They're in.
Oh, well, you know, wait. Do you have a physical N64?
I do.
I have the Japanese versions.
Oh.
My
You know,
uncle sent them
actually,
to me.
I do have to double check. I might actually have behind me. I can't remember if I picked up Stadium once. I picked up an N64 Pokemon game, I thought. I better double check on that. But I have a little cart thing.
Yeah, the only other ones I can think of are Hey You Pikachu and
Oh, and
Snap.
Snap. You know what? I think it was Snap I got, not Stadium. That's right. It was Snap.
Ah.
Yeah. But
And
the
yeah,
little device I got, the little whatchamacallit, doodad, because I like controller stuff. And I didn't really know what it was. I didn't know it was for that game, and I just like, oh, that's cool. And then I picked it up for $1 or $2 at a, I think it was at a retro video game convention. And anyway, the rest is history. But
Nice.
now, Sun is a game which I have seen played a lot by our friend The Owl 08 TV, and I'm actually going to shout out The Owl.
Oh, I
08.
love Owl. I
Yeah.
haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he's been streaming a lot during the day.
Yeah.
But there you go, Zizowl, as I like to say. Fantastic friend, longtime friend. We've known each other since the beginning, and have collaborated a lot. And then another friend. Oops, I just did the wrong command. Another friend who I recall, both of them played this a lot with selecting start. Umbra Quiaz.
That's
Umbra
a new name.
Keys. Yeah. Umbra has been another longtime friend, and we've actually played some Stardew Valley together, if Andu is listening. And
You play Stardew with them and not me?
yeah, I'm a jerk.
Okay,
So,
Evie, now you can headbutt him.
so yeah. Zershade says, yeah, it would have been nice if the Game Boy, is that the pack thing? The Game Boy emulator in Pokemon Stadium games let you play more than just Pokemon games. Think of how many batteries could have been saved. That's true.
Yeah, but you get to play it on double and triple speed. How cool is that? I didn't even know that was a thing until I saw Austin John's video about it.
But Pokemon Sun, that is a game that does look interesting to me. And it would be up there for me to be interested in playing. But it's still not of the three that I was telling you about. So I'm gonna put it in haven't played. How about you?
I actually moved Sun and Moon up to B because now that I think about it, I like the challenge in Sun and Moon. Like I said, I like the characters in Sun and Moon. So yeah, I put both Sun and Moon in B.
Gotcha. Okay. I like this. Apparently, Crazer's put me in his crosshairs. I'm a little nervous, but where? Oh, okay. So now we've got another mystery dungeon game, Super Mystery Dungeon. This one is another I have not played. I just didn't drag it over with the other mystery dungeon games.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, I did this in alphabet order, not generational order.
Gotcha. So yeah, I just moved mine over into not played. Is that true for you as well?
Super Mystery. No, I've played it. I felt like it was a bit too easy.
So where did you put it?
I put it in D.
Okay.
Like
why
the
don't
models are nice, but the story was me.
where would you put Pokemon Sword?
Sword, I put it in S plus, along with
Nice.
Shield. I play Sword more than Shield, mostly because I also have the DLC for Sword. Only as of now.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's another that I would again, Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's my top one I want to check out. These two games.
I thought of doing that stuff, but I wasn't sure. That's why I only did not complete it and haven't played.
Yeah, Mana needs new tiers. Played, interested in playing, no interest in playing. But if I were to, here, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. I'll put interest up. I'll make F for right now. My interested in playing. And I'll put them in order. And I'll put what was the next one I was interested in? What's the first Ranger game?
Ranger.
Is it? Oh no. What's the best one then? What would you say? What should I start with?
I started with Shadows of Almia, and in that one, you start off like going to like the Ranger, like you're like a fresh graduate of the Ranger Academy, and you're sent to this region to like help out the Ranger squad there, and so that's the plot of the game.
Is that the third? Is that the
No,
third?
that's the second one.
Second game. Is it the one that has like the little character with the cool hair in the bottom right and like the sort of shadowy thing at the top on the box art? Kind of the orange fire around the title.
Yeah, that's the male character Kellen, if I remember. I think that's his name.
So I'll put that up there, and then
Yeah, because Guardian Signs, your part. So in Shadows of Almia, you can pick between like your starter Pokemon. You can pick, I think it was the regional bird Starly. I think a Munchlax and a Pachirisu, I want to say. I remember the Starly. I don't remember the other two starters. Because in Ranger, depending on who you pick, the male character, I believe, gets his starter is Minun, and the female counterpart is Plusle, because this was up to Gen 3. And
Okay.
Guardian Signs, your only starter Pokemon is Ukulele Pichu, aka the second best Pichu outside of Spiky or Pichu.
All right. All right. Well, so I've put that game. They're not linked by a story. Is that correct?
No.
Okay.
No, they are. Yeah, it's generations apart. There's
Okay.
no relation.
So yeah, so I went ahead and that's the one by HAL Laboratories, right, with the circle stylus thing. Okay, so I put
Yep.
that game up there to give it a shot. Now I see Pokemon Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun. These games both for me have not played. And what about you?
These I'm gonna put in A because
Welcome back,
the
Middle Ryan
Dex.
Cluster.
Hi Ryan, welcome back. So the Dex was expanded a bit. In terms of like the older mons that could join, there were some new mons introduced. So like this is like an alternate universe story where like it's the same story as Sun and Moon, but like some things are slightly different. So there were some new Pokemon added that are still part of that generation. There's some new characters introduced as well. Some old ones come back too, which is kind of weird. And the challenge, the difficulty definitely went up a bit as well. So
Okay.
I put an A.
All right, right on. Zershade says also, random off-topic thing. I'm playing Minecraft while listening to this, and my spawn is in between a village and pillager tower that are about 100 blocks apart. And I had not quite that close, but a somewhat similar instance in my last world that I created, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh right, the post game's different too. I forgot about that. Thanks, Pixel. It's been a while since I played Gen 7, so.
Well, so next up then is Pokemon Violet, which I can just throw right here as a unknown entity. What about you?
S plus.
There you go. Want to give us your thoughts on White 2? I think I can guess based on Black 2.
I put an S.
Now, oh wait a minute. I thought you didn't like Black 2. I thought.
No, I do like black too.
Oh, never mind. Okay, just kidding.
It's not in the same tier as black and white.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But in in S tier, not S plus tier.
Yeah. Yep.
What about White? Is that
S plus.
S plus? Okay. So
That's
for
S plus.
me,
Yep.
yeah. So for me, those are both in the unplayed tier, and that brings us now. What is this one?
Pokemon XD. So Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is the sequel to Colosseum on the GameCube.
Oh, interesting. Yep. Never even heard of it. So I'm gonna put that in my haven't played list. And where would you put it?
I'm going to put it in. Well, okay, so I haven't completed it, but I've seen a playthrough of it. I'm gonna put it in A, along
Okay.
with Colosseum.
Ooh, Pixel Knight asks a really good question. Mana, what do you think about them putting Mega Man X into Minecraft? And frankly, I think it looks pretty cool. I've not seen all of the details about it, but it does look interesting.
Forget everything else. Mana needs to play XD. This sort of makes it worth it.
Evie, don't spoil.
Okay,
But yeah, you're right.
now, next up, we have Pokemon X. And this happens to be the other game that I really would like to play. So I think Pokemon Sword X and the second mystery or second Ranger game those are the three top for me, and maybe Arceus might be fourth.
There wasn't a Mystery Dungeon game you wanted to try?
I'm interested in the Mystery Dungeon series. I really am. Okay, we'll throw that in there too. But what would be a good one to play? See, that's the thing I'm stuck on. I don't know where to jump in.
Honestly, I'd probably say DX, just because like they fixed up some of the mechanics of it. Because like honestly, like the hardest part of the games was just recruiting the Pokemon to join you. Like you had to play over and over and over just like for a chance of like a random Pokemon to join, unless you did a quest where like you were like you could kind of like usually you could tell because if the reward was question mark question mark question mark, usually the Pokemon that asked for the job would join you. But otherwise, it was really hard to get Pokemon aside from like certain guaranteed ones in the story.
So Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is what's the battling mechanic like?
So the battling mechanic, so it's a little different in DX, and I don't like that they changed it. So in the older games, what you could do was you could either select one of your moves and use up their PP, or if you just pressed A, you just did like a basic tackle attack that did like a little damage, but like you could use it infinitely. In DX, A is just whatever move is assigned to A. And the way that recruiting works is you need to have the right like area that you buy from one of the NPCs in the town, and then it's just kind of random. Like if you got that species.
Okay, so I'm gonna
after
say,
beating them in battle.
and this is probably I'm gonna use D and F on the list here. I'm gonna say the most wanted games for me. The games I want to play and try the most are Pokemon Sword. That's probably number one. And then probably Pokemon X if I like it, or if I want to try something a little different, I would go with the Rangers game. But those are my top choices for games that I'd like to give it a shot. The next kind of lineup would be Arceus and Mystery Dungeon DX. So the Sword X, Rangers, and then Arceus. These are really. Can I label what this is? I'm gonna. Oh, wait a minute. I can even do this. I think. Yeah, here I can do
you
it.
can add a row.
Apparently I can. So I'm gonna make it. Maybe. Oh, I can add a row. I'm gonna add a row.
Oh,
Add a row below
there you go.
and below.
Yeah,
And
there
we'll
you go.
move these to here. We'll move these down. I'll work on these. Let's see what you've got. What are you putting down?
Oh, so I put it in F, and the reason I put it in F, I don't like the graphics. Especially for like, so like I remember the one Pokemon that I saw right away that I didn't like the model of, the 3D model of, was Ponyta. I hated its fiery mane. I feel like the story is kind of lackluster, and the game is really it's just way too easy, especially because of the way that they changed. So they changed the experience share. So the experience share prior to Gen 6, and even before Nintendo, Pokemon changed the way it worked with the Switch, was a held item that you could give to one Pokemon. Now, full disclosure, I know the experience share was different in Gen 1. It was the EXP all. I'm not counting that. I'm starting with Gen 2 because that was when held items were a thing. So don't tell me about Gen 1's EXP all.
Crazer's getting
So, yeah.
Amanda's face of realization. Crazer says. That's funny.
Yeah. So I feel like the game was too easy because of the EXP share. It got changed to being a held item for one Pokemon to being a key item that you could turn on and off. For some reason, they changed the experience curve back to like before Gen 5. So it was like every Pokemon gave the same amount of XP based on like their level, and like it didn't matter like what your level was. And like they kind of like they hyped up the whole Mega Evolution thing, but like it's only used in like 3 boss fights,
Okay.
and I don't like that.
That's
So,
fair.
like,
That's fair.
I'm not gonna tell you like, to not play the game. Like if you want to play it and if you think Manus Route should play it, that's fine. The only reason I didn't say play this first is mostly because of what I just said.
For me, it's more it's just I like, first of all, I like the Pokemon on the box, not gonna lie.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
remember reading a lot about it when it was launched, and I thought the sort of the look of it, it was the first of the 3DS games, right?
Yeah, this was the very first 3DS
Yeah.
main series game.
So it was like a big deal, and I just thought, that's kind of cool. And so for me, that's really about as deep as it gets. At the time, I was like, hey, I might be willing to try, this game, and try this series and kind of get into Pokemon through it. And I didn't, but it's always kind of stuck with me. Like, that's kind of a game that interests me. So it really, that's basically it. It's a somewhat shallow reason to want to play it, but that's where it is.
Mhm. Yeah, and like, look, like, like, I like that this was the first game where you could customize your trainer. I kind of wish they did that in ORAS. I'm a little annoyed they didn't do that in ORAS, but they changed that in VDSP. Not really, but, um, but yeah. So like, like that's fine. Like the people, the character models, not kind of the Pokemon models, are okay. Your rivals are disappointing. The story is, to me, is lackluster. There's like, honestly, the my favorite part of X and Y was the post game.
Oh
And
man.
that's just because, and okay, so like in Pokemon Platinum, one of the new characters introduced was this character named Looker, who's this international uh uh agent. Like he's like the Pokemon version of like the FBI. And he came back in Black and White. I think Black and White too. I forget. And X and Y. And in X and Y, there's like the post game story is like you help him out, like solving cases in like the main, like in like the biggest city in the region, sort of thing. And it was like my favorite part of it because like at the
Okay.
time, like I was daydreaming like one of my characters being his partner as a member of the international police. So like
Nice,
for
nice.
that to happen, I was like, did they really just make my daydreams come true?
Yeah, that's awesome, actually. Well, hey, I'm gonna jump in here then and wrap this up on my side and say, Pokemon the yellow version. Actually, I can't. You know what? Hold on a second. I just realized. Oops. Well, let me put Y down and haven't played. But actually, I had played the yellow version a little bit. That was actually technically the very first Pokemon game I think I ever played. It was either that or Red, but it was on a friend's Game Boy Pocket, a fellow classmate's Game Boy Pocket, and I briefly played it. So I could kind of put it here next to Blue, but because I played it for like 10 minutes, I think I'm going to actually put it down under haven't played. I don't think it really counts, so I'll put it down there. But then, yeah, why haven't played? And then I created these little tiers here. Really want to play Sword X and Mystery Dungeon. Want to play Arceus. Sword X and Ranger. And want to play Arceus and Mystery Dungeon DX. So that is my tier list. We'll take a look at it again in a second. What about yours? Where are you going to put those last two?
I put Y in F, and I put yellow in D, just like for like it's cool having Pikachu for your starter, but like, the version exclusive, like, well, it's not even version exclusives because they only took out like the Team Rocket Pokemon and Weedle because Ash never owned one because it was based off the anime, which made sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the extra challenge of only having Pikachu because like with that, like now So like I said, the Nidorans can now both learn double kick in yellow. Or you could just use Butterfree with confusion because Brock doesn't know a rock move. And you don't have to go and like use Ash's team in yellow to beat yellow. You can. I've seen a video of it. But even though like it's based off of Ash kind of loosely,
Mhm.
you don't have to follow his journey. You can still make it your own.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
And
All right.
also, for those who don't know, speaking of yellow, I'm going to be doing a Pokemon Yellow disadvantage run at some point this year.
Okay.
So if you want to watch that, because I've just made the prep guide for it, it's going to be complete and utter chaos with the if you saw me making the prep guide.
That sounds exciting. Keep us posted.
I will.
Okay. Well, let. Why don't you? Can you like zoom in on your? Oh yeah. Good night, Pixel Night. Have a great one.
Pixel.
Lovely to have you here. Great to hang out. Thanks for sharing all of your insights, your thoughts, and your excitement. And yeah, give us a rundown, Memory Martin, real quick, just on your tier list there.
Yep. So from the top, my all-time favorite Pokemon games are Black and White, Arceus, Let's Go Eevee, Platinum, Scarlet Violet, and Sword and Shield, followed by Black and White 2, Fire Red and Leaf Green, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Explorers of Sky, because that one I owned. The others I've only played on like the emulator. And Rangers Guardian Sign and Shadows of Almia, followed by Coliseum, the original Hoenn games, the original Mystery Dungeon games, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, NXT, followed by Oras, Sun and Moon, followed by Gen 2, Stadium 1 and 2, followed by Gen 1, Diamond and Pearl, Gates to Infinity, followed by BDSP and X and Y. And the only games I have not completed out of this list are Conquest, Mystery Dungeon DX, Super Mystery Dungeon, and the original Ranger, and the ones I have not played because I don't own are Battle Revolution, Let's Go Pikachu, and My Pokemon Ranch.
Nice. And if we take a look at mine here, we've got over an S+ rank, Let's Go Pikachu. In A rank, Emerald and Fire Red, both of which I haven't actually technically completed. I haven't actually completed any Pokemon game ever in my life, but I played a fair amount of my friends while hanging out with him, and so that's why I based that off of that experience, and I just love the art style. Blue I played a decent amount of, and I thought that was a good baseline for the franchise. At B, really just dabbled in Black so far, and looking forward to playing more. A whole slew of games that I haven't played, and then really want to play again. Sword, X, and Ranger. I forget the name, the subtitle of this one. The second Ranger game, and
Shadows
I want.
of Almia.
Thank you. Shadows of something. Balmia.
Almia.
And I want to play Arceus and Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. So that's that, friends. And boy, that was a lot of fun. That was really cool. Thank you. Zershade says, well, I'm off to work. See you later, Zershade. Take care. Do good and be well.
Bye,
Stay
Zershade.
safe and healthy. Lovely hanging out with you. Krazer says this was great. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy this. I think, yeah. Also, one last parting gift here for chat. Emote only. Nice. We got to get the emote only going. All right, we can do that. Emote only. There we go. Donnie says, don't forget the Nintendo Switch vouchers are available for, oops, hold on a second. There, emote only. For NSO members, and you could get Arceus Scarlet Violet Sword Shield with it if you do pick up the vouchers for discount. Well, okay, don't forget the Nintendo Switch vouchers are available to NSO members, and you could get Arceus, Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield with it if you do pick the vouchers up for discount. What do you mean the vouchers? I'm not. I don't even know. What is this?
If you
Although
have
now it's
NSO, you
emailing.
can get if you have NSO, you can get vouchers to get like a discount on games.
I froze. We got raided. All kinds of stuff happening at once. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Hi, Dash.
Look at that freeze. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Let's reactivate. There we go. I don't know why I didn't hear the alert there. That's odd. But it is. Let's take the emote only off since. There we go. We've got people coming on in for the raid. Let's make sure that happens. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Dash Magnum, thank you so much. I don't know why. Again, that audio didn't trigger, but I think like things broke on my stream. As that didn't happen. Oh, is that a new subscriber? 63 months. Wow. Oh, that's awesome.
Dashing in with a Magnum resub. Sorry about the freeze, but hope you're having a wonderful just chatting stream.
Yeah, it's been a lot of
Magnum
fun.
Dashma, one Magnum Dashma, one Magnum.
No, crazy. I think we got it resolved now. Yes. How was your stream playing Star Wars? I yet again I missed hanging out with you for that. Bummer. Oh, Star Trek tonight. Okay. Did you see, Dash, that I actually did play a little V Rising just the other night? Let me see if I can pull this up for us here. Let me go to this screen so that I can go to this screen so that I can show you what I'm talking about. Right like so. Oh, now why is Memory Martin stole my camera there? That's really funny. I'm gonna figure that out. I must have flipped some
Running the
things
stream
around.
now. Haha.
Yeah. That's funny. That's really funny. Boop. There we go. But in any event,
Aw.
yeah, this is my little little screenshot here. I mentioned you, so to both you and Memory Martin, this is what I wrote. Dark Solid X gifted me a copy of this game and really wanted me to play on his server with Dash Magnum and Memory Martin. I fired it up tonight and set the graphics to no blood. It's still pretty creepy, but I can see the appeal. Unfortunately, I was the only person on the server when I was playing. You can see the chat log of me talking to myself. Haha, thanks for the game, Solid. And I wrote, my character, Lyra, hello out there. I do not know whether my voice may be heard by those in the wild, but I declare my presence. The moon is rising, another night for a hunt. I shall retire now. I hope to find my way to these woods when other travelers abound. So anyway, that was what I wrote there. Nice. Dash says, started a new story arc there. Donnie says, the NSO vouchers are a deal exclusive to online members. You pay $100 for 2 vouchers, which can be redeemed in the eShop for select games. I bought a discounted eShop gift card from Costco to save even more. So 2 vouchers, is that like for 2 games? Like a voucher would get you a full game? I'll have to look into this some more.
I think you're just gonna discount.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I've
No,
never
he's
used the
saying
vouchers.
yep, so...
Oh,
one
I'm saying yeah.
yeah, one thing I can say is that the humble bundle, humble store, humble bundle. I'm a humble partner, and they have a whole bunch of Nintendo games. So if anybody is looking to get a digital game and would like to use my humble code, partner code, I do get a cut of the purchase. So you don't pay any more for the games, the digital. If you're getting digital games, you don't pay any more for the digital games than you would if you went directly through the eShop. But you get a code to redeem on the eShop through Humble, and I get a little bit of the purchase price. It's very small, but it doesn't cost anyone else anything other than time, and it's a nice little thing to support the channel. So please do consider that. But anyways, everyone coming in from Dash Magnum's stream, welcome on in. My name is Mana. I'm an E for Everyone, family-friendly variety streamer. I focus on Nintendo, retro on original hardware, and indie titles. And yeah, welcome aboard. And let's see here. The sun has gone down, the moon has gone up, and the other vamp has joined in the hunt, and they're driving and striving and hugging the turns as they flee the sunlight from which they still burn. What I'm trying to say is, you're going the distance, Dash says. So basically, you can get two $60 games for $50. I used my first one on Pikmin 4 pre-order, and will wait to see, but might use my second on Octopath 2, Triangle Strategy, etc. And you're going for speed, Seth says. Crazer says, the sun finally sets, we can step out of the shadows, and Crazer is just a wolf who chases his own tail. But Memory Martin is with me. Memory Martin, how are you?
Hello. I'm doing good.
Yes. Yep. Memory Martin chilling with us, hanging out here. Boop. You can see Memory Martin's avatar right boop there. Shout outs to Memory Martin. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for the that little impromptu collaboration. That was a lot of fun. And I really enjoyed going through that list. Everybody, I've put Memory Martin's channel in the chat. If you'd like to talk more about such topics, especially also about mental health and just in general, life in general, Memory Martin, fantastic person to talk to, and excellent streamer. Go check out Memory Martin's channel.
Oh.
Now, I gotta say, with that, it's a little bit later than I was thinking. I do need to get going here pretty soon, but I didn't do it. What I'm gonna do, I think, so Seth, I don't know. Would you be disappointed if we don't have you jump on into the stream? It's kind of up to you, but I would say I'm open to it, but I'd probably say maybe not. Hey, dude, how's it going? Welcome on in. Crazier says, no regrets, and I give cookies to people in there. That's true. Seth gives a trumpet riff. No worries, it doesn't have to be tonight, just whenever works. Perfect, we will make that happen. Memory Martin, I'm going to leave the Discord call and save a few precious resources on my computer.
Okay.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye, chat. I'll see you in a few.
All right, there we go. All right. Did I celebrate Pokemon Day? Yes, I just did, by virtue of this particular stream, as a matter of fact, which I was joined by Memory Martin, and we were able to go through the various Pokemon games in the franchise, and to show you, this is my list. This is the welcome back to the world of chat only, Memory Martin. Nice, Grazer. Oh, and let me also We're gonna get rid of that. Okay. So this is my tier maker list here. S plus, let's go Pikachu. Again, I kind of call me a simple man, but this is kind of like, this does it for me. This is all I need. This is all I need. Look at this. This is a controller. This is a video game controller, friends. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How cool is this? It's a video game controller. Love it. So that's kind of an easy reason for me to say that I like this, right? Oh, nice. So these are games you've played. Yes, Dash. Yeah. Now, Emerald version and Fire Red version, I played. I haven't beat all these, but these are games I've played. So I liked these. I like the aesthetic of it. Right, Memory Mart. I use the Pokeball Plus so much with Pokemon Go. I used to use it a lot actually, and caught a lot of Pokemon with it before I like maxed everything out, and then I kind of got burned out on Pokemon Go. But Emerald version Fire Red, I played with our friend Kuro. I really enjoyed playing and seeing what these games look like. Blue is sort of the standard. I put a lot of time into it. Of course, it's, Let's Go Pikachu, but this is the standard by which all these games, kind of they took off. But it's not without its faults and its limitations from hardware. So I put it in B. I've not completed Black, but liked what I've played so far. And then this is where it gets kind of interesting. These are all the haven't played games. Now I would also put Pokemon Quest and Pokemon Shuffle in S tier. And then under the bottom here, I also have really want to play Pokemon Sword X and Ranger, the second Ranger game, whichever that is again. Want to play Arceus and Mystery Dungeon DX. So there we go. Memory Martin has shared that tier list on Discord, so you can check it there, and I'll have to share mine as well. But yes, it's a little bit of it's funny. I know it's not ideal, we'll say. I was going to play a little of this. I was thinking about it, but actually I was gonna play a little Shuffle. Now actually, oh dear, I'm actually at a point where my light is flashing there. That's when the 3DS is starting to get ready to go to sleep. So that's unfortunate. But I was playing with Mana Sprout on the phone too. I noticed a couple other games on the phone, which is kind of cool. So you might want to check that out. But one of the games that I want to suggest to people is Tomb Raider Reloaded. I really quite enjoyed it. And it is a game which you can play with some... with a few less distractions if you have a Netflix account. There's actually a version that takes away a lot of the free-to-play elements and the things that try and get you to spend money, which is really quite nice. So if you're interested in that, I've enjoyed it. Want to react to the Pokemon Present? How long is it, Memory Martin? Dash says, oh no, your battery. Yeah, how long is it? It's a fun game. I mentioned a little bit more about it before. Surprisingly short, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the USA. What the heck? Let's do it. We'll end the stream with that. Wasn't planning on that, but I like this idea. I was, to be honest, because for some reason, I know, I'm terrible at this kind of thing, but I do tend to look at followers, and I was noticing a little decline throughout the month. I haven't streamed a whole lot, and I thought, well, along with this little bonus stream, hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get a few new followers. We had a net loss this stream. we had two people leave. So that's rather unfortunate. But Dilophosaurus, what? No way! Welcome on in. Heyo, we've been rated yet again. I love this. This is so great. Dilo, so good to see you. Welcome on in to everyone from Dilo's stream. And how are you doing? My name is Mana. Make yourselves at home. We've got Wandering Thunder. We've got Karaminx18. Hope that you're doing well. There's that shout out. And here is also on screen your clue, Dilo. Last seen streaming Warframe. Everybody, welcome on in. My name is Mana. I'm an E for Everyone, family-friendly variety streamer. I focus on Nintendo, retro games on original or official hardware, and indie titles. And we've just gone through the a Pokemon tier list. And I am actually about to go into a... I'm about to go into the Nintendo Pokemon Direct here. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm pulling this up. And by the way, there on Humble Bundle, I was mentioning this earlier. There's a family-friendly sale. This was actually something I had pulled up. Maybe I'll show this real quickly because I had this pulled up along with several things here to showcase or share. So what it is? Come on. Actually, I'll show you a couple things. First of all, let me show you this right here. Family-friendly sale. Yeah. First, let me show you this. This is on Humble Bundle. I was mentioning you can purchase games, including the online membership, through Humble Bundle. You get a code to download, and if you use my link, which you can find on my website, you can actually use my link to navigate to Humble Bundle, and I get a cut of the purchase here. But this is the family-friendly sale, and all these games are sort of what they consider to be family-friendly. Now, I think some of them I don't know that I would necessarily call family-friendly, but certainly there's a lot of great games actually in here. Some nice sort of family games as well. By the way, I like that there's a Phoenix Quest Uno game DLC. That's kind of cool because I like that. Pikniku is really a fun game. Might be worth a download. But yeah, you can see all of these here are listed as part of this this family-friendly sale, up to 80% off. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and check that out. So, Rage Mage Roko, would you say Mario Party is family-friendly? That's a good question. I don't know that I would, but you know, no, it is. It is. It's just would you run the risk of damaging your your family relationships? That's maybe more to the point, right? So the game is, the effects aren't. I like that. Little Ash Bunny. Not when I'm playing No Holds Barred. Dude says, I have a highlighted question. Also, Little Ash Bunny, thank you so much for coming in. Speaking of Nintendo games, I'm currently doing the Champions Ballad DLC. Nice. And Dude asks, what were or are your fondest memories or moments of Pokemon? Ooh. Probably right now, it's just it would be playing Pokemon Quest with Mana Sprout. Excuse me, my voice cracked. Playing Pokemon Quest with Mana Sprout, or playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu with Kuro. A couple of really good things there. What is okay? So Pokemon Direct. Let me see. Do I have to put Direct? How do I find this? Pokemon Presents 2/27/23. Okay. 15 hours ago. Let's see what we got here. So this is that, and we're going to do this. It is about 25 minutes. A little longer than I really wanted to be up, but I suppose if people really want to see it, yeah. Sorry, he mentioned something about using a link for games and he gets a cut, or was it a code? Wandering Thunder, I can go ahead and get that for you. Give me just a second here, and I'll actually find that for you. And I'll have the Pokemon tail in the background. Let me get that. Yeah, it's the Humble Bundle code. I should put it in here. I should have it just occasionally show up in here. I don't promote it a lot. I have it under my support section as a humble person, a humble bundle. But I'm going to go ahead and copy link address, and I'll post this over here. And boom, there we go. That is it. Also proceeds to charity as well. And if I recall, it's been a while since I set this up, but I think I actually set the charity up, and you can always adjust. So depending, like, so if you're doing a humble bundle, you can actually move a slider to me and to charities, and my charity shows up. I think the standard purchases for Nintendo Switch just go to me, but yeah, the charity I believe I set up is Catholic Relief Services, which is, they do a lot of great work around the world, serving the hungry, the poor, homeless, et cetera, et cetera. So a lot of really good stuff there. You could read more about that on my website too if you do end up purchasing a bundle. But yeah, if you do that, like I said, you can actually even put it to like put 100% of your bundle purchase to that, if you want it. But as for let's see, I'm gonna just take a peek here on my website, see if I still have it. I know I had a section, Humble Bundle, Humble Partnership info. There we go. Yeah, I knew I had it all here. So yeah, if you go to that page on my website, it'll even show you a breakdown for how the money, where money goes. I kind of laid it all out for people to really make it very clear. And for charity, yeah, I chose to make Catholic Relief Services a charity option when you purchase a bundle with my referral link. While this only prompts you with an option to support the charity, I encourage you to consider it. My reasoning is that this 75-year-old global charity is well organized with an excellent mission, but might not be readily known to you. Catholic Relief Services, or CRS, was founded in 1943 by the Catholic bishops of the United States to serve World War II survivors in Europe. Since then, they have expanded in size to reach more than 120 million people in more than 100 countries on 5 continents. CRS is inspired to connect, to create, and to champion lasting change for poor and vulnerable people around the world. They work with organizations around the world to help poor and vulnerable people overcome emergencies, earn a living through agriculture, and access affordable health care on the basis of need without regard to race, creed, or nationality. For over 75 years, they've carried out their mission to assist impoverished and disadvantaged people overseas, working in the spirit of Catholic social teaching, including beliefs in the inherent sacredness and dignity of a person, no matter their background. The need for a weighted concern to be given to the needs of the poorest and most vulnerable in every economic, political, and social decision, and our responsibility to use careful stewardship of all natural and other resources, ensuring that we use and distribute them justly and equitably, as well as plan for future generations. So that's just a little bit of background. I wrote that up so that you kind of have a little bit of context there. Again, that's if you choose to purchase the bundles, but if you're just purchasing games, it's cool. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, yeah. Well, I hope that was helpful. Again, it's sort of just something that you can use, and I don't promote it, but I feel like maybe I should. So let's go ahead and take a look here, and start with this. All right, and
hello everyone. I'm
Hello.
Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Look at Pikachu.
Today, February 27th, is Pokemon Day.
Is that like a...
This is the date that the
Animatronic?
Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series.
Dude says
At the
the
time,
first adventure...
only 151 Pokemon had been
Oh,
discovered,
here, I'll highlight it.
but now that number has grown to over 1,000. To all you trainers around the world who have journeyed together with your
Yes,
Pokemon
Napsy.
over the years,
Okay, Stillwell,
we are
we'll do.
so thankful for your support. In today's presentation, we will be bringing you all sorts of news about
Nice,
Pokemon.
Napsy. Let's watch it
First,
together then.
we would like to talk about this year's Pokemon World Championships, the first ever to be held in Japan. Mr. Chris Brown, take it away.
That's got to be an animatronic, right?
Hello, Pokemon trainers. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm so glad to join you again to talk about our annual Pokemon World Championships. This past year in London, more than 10,000 trainers from all over the world gathered together to celebrate Pokemon and experience epic battles. Thank you to all the trainers who made the London World Championships our largest ever,
Okay.
and
Good to know, Member
congratulations
Martin.
again to our newest World Champions. Now I'd like to share with you all some details about our next event. The 2023 Pokemon World Championships will be held in Japan for the very first time. We look forward to trainers battling in the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, the Pokemon Trading Card Game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite from August 11th to 13th at the Pacifico Yokohama. For more than a decade, we have created special artwork to honor each location that makes the World Championship experience unique. Today, I am happy to share the key art for Yokohama for the very first time. Let's have a look.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
The World Championships is so special because of how our community from around the world comes together to play Pokemon. We can't wait to see you there. And for those that can't make it, be sure to catch all the action on our live broadcasts all weekend long. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. We can't wait to see everyone together in Yokohama later this year. Moving on, please have a look
Pikachu.
at this video.
That Pikachu. It's like I don't know. What is this? Pokemon trading. Oh, it's a. Oh, that's right. There's a new trading card app which I actually downloaded, but I need to figure out how to actually get it going so I can show y'all. I had intended to play the game before, the Pokemon trading card game, and I even almost did it recently. That got loud. But the old app no longer works, so I got to get the new one working. What is this? Is super cool. Are those like new features for scoring and stuff? Because I'm not gonna lie, that looks really fun. I love stuff like that for games, you know? And that board looks amazing. Yeah, TCG Live, that's right, yeah. Oh, this is, just makes, it's funny how they're making what used to be the thing that we traded in the playground now looks so epic, right? And there's the starters. Classic, Pokemon Trading Card Game Classic. So what does that mean? Is it a self-contained thing? You don't have to... See, here's what I'm thinking. That would be really cool if it's a self-contained game. You don't have to collect for it. Just
Designed to be
like
a premium Pokemon TCG set that will last a lifetime.
okay.
Created by the design firm Nintendo, Creatures, and the Pokemon Company as a joint production. We'll be providing a sneak peek of the product at the Pokemon World Championships, so I hope you will all come check it out.
That actually looks really epic.
Next, we'd like to announce a new Pokemon venture. To tell you more, we have Miss Min Young Kim
Yeah,
from
Fraser.
Netflix.
It is a good idea.
Mr. Ishihara,
Oh.
thank you for the kind introduction. Hi, everyone. My name is Min-young Kim, and I oversee Netflix film and series from Asia Pacific. Thank you for having us here today, and
Looks
I'm
like a
thrilled to
comfortable
share
couch.
how we're bringing Pokemon and Netflix together for
Ooh.
the first time this year. At Netflix, we're passionate about developing local programming that entertains audiences around the world. And so today, we're pleased to announce that Netflix, in collaboration with the Pokemon Company, are producing a brand new Netflix series, The Pokemon Concierge. We have a group of experts here in Japan who are passionate about finding and developing original stories from Japan that can excite audiences all over the world. And we are dedicated to adapting fan-favorite stories and manga into extraordinary shows. With this title, we're excited to marry an entirely new storyline that expands the Pokemon universe with groundbreaking stop-motion animation.
Dude, since we
To
haven't
bring
watched
this
it
new
yet, we'll
world to
just
life, we've partnered
go light
with
on
the
the
amazing
spoilers.
creative team at Dwarf Studio. The series,
No spoilers.
which will be set at the Pokemon Resort, follows the story of our concierge Haru and the many Pokemon who visit as guests.
stop
Hope you
motion.
enjoy today's first look at the Netflix series Pokemon Concierge, and we can't wait to share more with
I
you.
want to see. I want to see.
ここはポケモンリゾート。
Oh my
ポ
gosh.
ケモンたちがお客様として訪れる場所。
That actually is pretty good. Hey, a little look at this.
これはそこで働く一人のコンシェルジュのお話。
That was pretty cute. Oh, I like it. I like the look of it, actually. It's got the
Thank you very much, Miss Kim.
it's the penguin vibe, whatever that
Pokemon
penguin show is.
Concierge will be a new
Cool.
animated series brought to you by Netflix.
What do you think of
and
that,
Pokemon.
dude? Do you like this one?
Please stay tuned for this new series release.
But yeah, dude, no more other.
We'd like to present the latest news about
yeah,
our
let us just
games.
watch it and then we'll react. So don't tell us what's
Mr.
coming up.
Utsunomiya, please take it away.
Hello, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. Have you all been making good progress with your treasure hunt in the Paldea region? Today, we have updates on the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games.
I love
But
his glasses.
first, please take a look at the latest updates about several of our other games.
The 5-on-5 strategic team battle game Pokemon Unite. We've entered our second year of service and surpassed
Still haven't tried
100
this.
million total downloads.
Where would you put this,
More
Memory
and
Martin?
more Pokemon have joined the fray, allowing for even more strategies and ways to play. The legendary Pokemon Zacian is now joining Unite battles. Its Unite move is Sovereign Sword.
Cool.
It can cut a broad swath with its slash
See,
attack.
I think
It
I
can
want
also
sword.
charge its sword with Eos energy to unleash
The shield
a stronger attack.
Pokemon looks kind of cool
Use
too,
these
but
speed
like
attacks to overwhelm
that's
your
pretty
opponents.
awesome. Like
And
it's
don't
it's
miss
got like
out on special holoware.
okay, you had me. Yeah, you had me.
The adventure in Zacian's Wheeled event is now
Oh, dude,
underway.
I think some people like the
Complete
game.
missions
You might
to
not like
receive
it,
rewards.
but
You can also obtain Zacian's Unite license, so be sure to
that looks
join
really
in.
cool, actually.
There's also a boss rush event underway. Stand against formidable
Totally
foes with your
eye-rollable.
allies and earn rewards. Plus, to celebrate Pokemon Day, we're distributing a gift code for a special item. And
Oh.
we're hosting an invitation-only league to decide
I should maybe
our
give
Asia
this
region
game a shot.
champions. Check out how the battles are going on the official Pokemon Unite social channels. The teams that win their way through each league will
Oh, you know what?
together in
Other game we
dramatic
didn't put on there, which I did play, is
Pokemon
Pokken Tournament. That was actually pretty fun,
Look
Memory
forward
Martin.
to Asia's greatest
But I
Unite
suppose,
battles,
you know, I
and
played it on the Wii U. It is on the Switch
join
now, but
Pokemon Unite
it was
in
pretty
the
niche
future.
for a while. I liked it though. Have you played that there, dude? What is? Oh, is this Cafe Remix? Yeah, I want to play this now because I was playing Shuffle with Mana Sprout and we had a lot of fun with it. Ew, olives. I don't like olives. Ew to olives. Oh, this is really cute. Oh, they're making special Pokemon foods. Oh, that was actually a little sad.
What's
It was a
this?
little-
Seems the aroma of our newest dish has brought some customers to the cafe. Here at the cafe in the Pokemon Cafe
Yeah, I gotta
Remix
get this
game,
one.
we meet Pokemon from the Paldea
There you go,
region.
Krazer. Yes.
Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxly. Whip up plenty of servings of the new Paldea dish and bring delight to your Pokemon visitors.
You're right, dude.
Progress through the event, and you'll be able to choose one of these three to
Small
join your
of.
staff. Which
Small
one
of
will
is
you
cute,
choose?
but you.
To celebrate Pokemon Day in Pokemon Cafe Remix,
That's
we're
kinda
also
fun.
giving away a
Greninja
special
Great
in-game
Chef.
Great Chef outfit for Greninja. And there's more. You can now deliver to a whole array of 5-star chef Pokemon that have appeared in the past. To celebrate this special development, you can enjoy a bonus 11 times express delivery right now without using in-game currency. Play Pokemon Cafe Remix
I do have
on
to try
Nintendo
this.
Switch or
I
your mobile
downloaded
device
it on
and discover
my cell
what
phone,
new Pokemon
along
and
with
outfits
Tomb Raider
show up
Reloaded.
in your cafe next.
But I want to get it on the Switch. I happened to notice that it was another game I didn't have. Oh, what's this? What? Hold the phones. Chaos in the house. How are you doing? It's a Chaos raid. Are you kidding me? Welcome on in. Shout out to Chaos. Welcome. Oh, so great to have you here. Thank you so much. So to Chaos right there, streaming Little Nightmares. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Thank you for that raid. And I hope that you had a fantastic stream. Tell us about it. Oh my gosh. Oh, a dude says apparently the Nintendo Switch version he doesn't like, but he likes the iOS and Android versions. They look better, according to dude. Doing swelling, Chaos says. Well, thank you so much again for that raid. My name is Mana. I'm an E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer. I can speak, everyone, who focuses on Nintendo, retro and original hardware, and official hardware, and indie titles. And so for all of your community, if anyone doesn't know me, please sit back, relax. I hope that you enjoy the stream. Make yourself comfortable and at home. And if you like what you see, please consider following. Chaos just played some Pokemon Violet and some Little Nightmare. Okay, so there we go. The Pokemon. So we were going through a Pokemon tier list. Of course, now we're also looking at the Pokemon event, which is pretty cool here. And yeah, right on. So, so Chaos, for those who may not know you, if you would share a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your streams and things like that, that'd be awesome. That's yes, Memory Martin. That makes sense. But yeah, please share a little bit more about yourself. We're gonna jump back into watching this live and reacting to it.
I hope you're ready.
But feel free.
Those with the strongest convictions will win.
I'm not
Is that how it
gonna let
works?
you win.
Wait,
Shine on.
Shall we begin?
Mystery.
At once. Let's go.
Come on.
All right.
I'm confused. Those were like old graphics. Okay, this is new.
To work together to become the strongest in all the world.
See, I don't get this. It's a bit loud. It was a bit loud actually, so I did lower it.
I want to be as strong as Lee. No, I'm going to be even stronger.
There we go. Okay. Hey, Atako dude, I'm gonna go ahead and delete that message and do not. I'm gonna be very direct here, dude. Do not say what was or was not covered in the direct. Just do not talk about stuff that you would know because you've watched it, to kind of keep it simple. That way, we can all be surprised for those of us watching it for the first time. All right.
Let me show you the power of Spike.
I want to be the one who
I don't.
beats the
What is
unbeatable
this?
champion.
I
Let's
can't
get
believe
this
that I don't know what this is. Is this a mobile game or is it a game that was on? It looked like a DS game. Oh no, Pokemon Masters EX is it's a game that came out a little bit ago. Okay, Masters EX. Okay, what's the next thing? Sort of an All Stars game. Okay.
Moving on, please have a look at this video.
Not actual gameplay footage. It's good to know.
Gute Nacht.
Buenas noches.
Oh. Buenas noches. Igualmente. This is like a Nintendo. Oh, what?
Good night.
What is this? I think I love it. Wait, hold on. Not actual gameplay footage. Dramatization. Pokemon Sleep does not include AR functionality. Did anyone... Hold on. This is misleading. They are clearly showing that... what is that? Meowth. Meowth is going to come and cozy into my bed like my puppy dog. Like the Chugamana. If that doesn't happen, if I download this app and that doesn't happen, I am very disappointed. Anyone else with me? That's right. I think I do remember this being announced before. By the way, I do want to pause as well because we got our answer here from our raider. Chaos says, "Hello, everyone. I'm a part-time streamer, part-time college student. I stream Pokemon Violet and Shield, Splatoon 3, some oldies such as Chrono Cross, Final Fantasy 7, and 8, Castle Crasher." Heck, you know what? You got to know. That is right there a great lineup. I'm adding my follow in there. I know you've got some people here that are going to be big fans of the Final Fantasy. Yeah, there you go. I've kind of forgot this was announced too, but now it's coming back to me. Dude, what do you think? I feel like this. Do you remember this being announced? I don't know. Back in 2019, they already announced the app, and 4 years later, now we have the updates. How do we sleep with our favorite Pokemon? Right there we go. Right on. Hey, cool. Oh, I love seeing all the great comments here. So yeah, Chaos. I went ahead and give you a follow, and I'll check out your streams here. And I don't know if Stillwell's still here, but I did respond to your message there, your DM as well. So okay, let's get back into this, shall we? We'll find out more about the sleeping. This is, man, I feel lied to. Look at that. That's what I want right there. I want that. I want to be pushed off. Oh, this is lovely. Look, the light is even matching. Oh, I love it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that's. That's so funny. Man, that music is a jam. Oh, look at me. Look at it. Oh, these are adorable. I want that to be actual gameplay footage. I still don't know what this is, but... And you're most welcome for that follow, of course. No worries. What? Ah, look at all. This is adorable. All right, Pokemon Sleep. Rest your very best. Oh, look at Pikachu. That's great. You're right.
Kept you all waiting. But at last, we can bring Pokemon Sleep to you later this year. The idea behind Pokemon Sleep is to be a game that makes you look forward to waking up in the morning. To get a better idea of what you can expect, please check out the next video.
All right, I'm in. I want to know more.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon Sleep. Your adventure takes place on a small island.
Okay.
On this island, you'll find great big Snorlax.
What if the
And
island was
Professor
on
Neroli,
Snorlax?
who is
Like, you know.
researching Pokemon Sleep. It's easy to play on this island. All you have to do is get a good night's sleep. If you leave your smartphone by your pillow when you go to bed, your sleep will be measured, recorded, and analyzed. Once that's done, it will be categorized into one of 3 sleep types: dozing, snoozing, or slumbering. Pokemon that tend to sleep in the same way as you did.
That's
will gather
amazing.
around
A raid has
Oh!
just been initiated.
As you
All
keep
highway
up,
personnel,
you might
please
even
report to the
discover
front
some
desk to
rare
start the
in-games.
welcoming transmission.
We've just been raided again. Hello. GarPG in with the raid. How are you doing? Welcome on in. And if you don't know our friend... What? Gar with the resub. Slow guy. Hello.
Welcome.
Oh my gosh. Let's get that shout out for Gar.
Has
GarPG.
it been so long now?
Slow guy, what? No way.
Thanks for joining the Friends of Mana.
Ah, man. Thank you so much. You've really you are all so kind. Welcome on in. Gar, fantastic family friendly streamer. Any friend of Gar's is a friend of mine, Slow Guy. Thank you so much. Hey, look, my name is Mana. I'm an E for everyone, family friendly variety streamer. I focus on Nintendo games, retro on original hardware and official hardware, and indie titles. And I am so glad that you could come and join on in with the raid and join the Friends of Mana. I hope that you can kick back, relax. We like to think of all the shared interest in video games and whatnot as sort of the fire that we gather around when we're camping. You know, pull up your camp chair and grab some marshmallows. There's plenty on the table. We've got sticks over there. And let's grow together in our shared passion for these things and grow into our best selves. So welcome on in. We are watching the Pokemon. See, Memory Martin's got the right attitude there. We are watching the Pokemon Direct, which this is my first viewing, so this is kind of exciting, and that's the reason we're doing that right now. Yeah, and I'm very excited. Yes, dude, I saw that there. That's I'm so glad that Pokemon is so meaningful for you. Let's continue on with this and find out how we can sleep. Something I need to do pretty soon as well. But I'm so glad that you're all here.
Styles that most
Let's
will
see.
never see. It seems that each
Goofy
species
sleep.
of Pokemon has several
My
sleep
doggies
styles.
like that.
Get lots of sleep and try to find them all.
That's so interesting.
Enjoy going to sleep and waking up each day as you research the sleep styles of Pokemon together with Snorlax.
All right. Bizarre,
By
but I
using
kind of
the
dig it.
Pokemon Sleep app regularly, you can have fun while tracking the regularity of your sleep or rest rhythm.
Is it out now?
Pokemon
Memory Martin
Sleep
said I just
will
booted
be
it up.
available for iOS and Android devices later this year.
Oh no, that's the
Next,
Unite.
we'd like to introduce the device you just got a glimpse of.
Yeah,
the
Chaos.
Pokemon Go Plus
Oh.
Plus.
Plus. That seems.
This is the Pokemon Go Plus Plus accessory. It is a new device that you can use with Pokemon Sleep.
Why am I such
and
a sucker for
Pokemon
these
Go.
things? Is
It's
it like
very
this?
simple to use it with Pokemon Sleep. Press the button when you are going to bed. And press that button once again when you wake up in the morning.
Can I use this?
Just like that, your sleep
Who
data
names
has
this,
been
right?
measured. There's a Pikachu within your Pokemon Go Plus Plus. It can sing you lullabies, grow friendlier the more sleep you get together.
What?
Even unlock new alarm sounds for you. It's like you're cuddled up to catch some Z's with Pikachu. This device also has handy functions for playing Pokemon Go.
I'm a
Without
sucker.
even pulling out your smartphone, you can automatically spin Pokestops
So, yeah,
and
just
throw
like that.
regular Pokeballs at Pokemon. And now you can choose to throw Great Balls and Ultra Balls as well at the press of a button. There are future plans to add new functionality that'll use your sleep data in
Interesting.
Pokemon Go too.
Why is it flat?
Stay tuned for more.
Huh.
What do you think? The Pokemon Go Plus Plus device should be available to purchase in July. And by linking the Pokemon Go Plus Plus to your Pokemon Go game, you'll get access to special research in Pokemon Go.
I don't know how I feel about
will allow
that.
you to encounter a
I want-
Snorlax wearing a nightcap.
I want the other thing to work.
Look
like,
forward
you know
to
what I
more
mean?
news
Doesn't
to
it seem
come
like it should?
about
I don't know.
Pokemon Sleep and the Pokemon Go Plus Plus device.
Probably so it won't roll off your dresser overnight. Ah, dash.
And next,
That's it.
we
I
turn
didn't
to
think
the
about that.
latest updates about Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet.
Okay.
The newest games in the Pokemon series, which were released in November last year.
Let's see. Oh my. As we established in the chart, never played these games. We did a tier list earlier of Pokemon games, by the way, for those of you just coming in. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's a lot of shimmery, shiny Pokemon. That's all I know.
New
All right.
Paradox Pokemon have been found in the Paldea region. It seems Walking
Kinda
Wake
creepy.
appears in Pokemon Scarlet, while Iron Leaves can be found in Pokemon Violet. You'll be able to catch them for yourself by claiming
Solid,
victory
I'll have
in
to
a
show
Terra
you.
Raid battle event. The event will begin not long after this broadcast,
They're
as soon
crazy.
as preparations are complete.
Okay.
We hope you'll team up with family, friends, and other trainers to take on this challenge. The games will
There you
also
go,
soon
dude.
be able to connect to Pokemon Go. In Pokemon Go, you can receive gifts from friends or by visiting Pokestops around the world.
Mm-hmm.
These gifts come with postcards.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's possible to connect these games, you'll be able to send postcards to your Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet game, and you'll find that the pattern of Vivian that appear there will change based on the postcard's location data. And on the Pokemon Go side, the players who have sent postcards will find themselves able to catch roaming form Gimmighoul in that game. Try to collect 999 Gimmighoul coins to evolve Gimmighoul into Golden Go. We're also planning to begin Pokemon Home support for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet early this year. Then you'll be able to bring roaming form Gimmighoul that you've caught in Pokemon Go to Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet via Pokemon Home. We hope you look forward to it.
I don't have that
finally,
memory, Martin, but I
we'd
do
like to
have
share
the
our
pedometer
last
for the
video
Wii U.
for today with you.
Oh, last video. Let's do it.
Please have a look at this.
I'm ready. Let's see. What do you got? New game. Oh, it says not actual gameplay footage. I thought that was actual gameplay footage. What's with all the not gameplay footage? Is that gameplay footage? It doesn't say it at the bottom. Oh, cool. It's Majora's Mask Pokemon Edition. Oh, that's it. It's not the moons. It's the stars are falling. Do you see them all falling? That's what it was. Ooh. I don't know. Mictron Gaming, good night, my friends. Sleep well. Dang, Majora's Mask Pokemon sounds good, Fraser says. Oh, this is actual footage. This is gameplay footage here. It's not saying it. Man, they rendered those sneakers so well. Ooh. What is it? Mictron, God bless you. Take care. I don't. They're hidden treasures. Ooh, kind of cool looking. The teal mask. Oh, it is. It's Pokemon Majora's Mask. The stars are falling. Ooh, that's kind of cool looking. The indigo disc. Okay. DLC. I'm kind of down with that.
DLC will be available for purchase for the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. The title of this DLC is The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero will be released in 2 parts.
Teal and indigo.
With part 1, the Teal Mask,
my colors.
coming in fall 2023.
My colors. They took my colors.
Part 2, the Indigo Disc, will be distributed in
look at all
winter
these colors.
2023.
It's
Purchasing
the
the
colors.
Hidden Treasure of Area Zero
It's
will
the
allow you to
colors.
enjoy playing both parts of the DLC with the save data you
It's the
already have
colors.
in Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet. In Part 1, the Teal Mask, you'll be visiting the land of Kitakami as part of a school trip as your adventures expand beyond the Paldea region. And in Part 2, the Indigo Disc, you'll be studying as an exchange student at Blueberry Academy. During these adventures, you'll be able to encounter some familiar Pokemon that you didn't see living in Paldea.
It's the colors. It's
The
the
legendary
colors.
Pokemon that newly appear in the Hidden Treasure
Look at
of Area
it's
Zero
the colors. Look
are
at this.
Ogerpon, with its fearsome mask,
It's the colors.
and Terapagos, resplendent in its glittering aura. Please look forward to a new story that will unfold in 2 parts as you discover the roles that both these Pokemon will play in your adventures.
Because
the Hidden Treasure of
it's
Area
the
Zero
I'm not
will be
paying
available
attention.
for
It's
purchase
the
on Nintendo
colors.
eShop
I don't
shortly
know what it
after
is.
this presentation ends.
It's the colors.
As
What's
soon
the
as you
DLC?
make your
It's the
purchase,
colors.
you'll be able to get the new uniform set
Charge
and
them
don
for
some
color
new
payment.
outfits in your Pokemon
There we
Scarlet
go.
and Pokemon
Give me-
Violet games.
It's the colors.
As an early purchase
the
bonus,
colors, it's the
we've
colors,
also
it's the
prepared a
colors.
serial code that will allow you to claim a special Hisuian Zoro arm for your in-game team.
Clip that.
We
It's the
hope you
colors.
enjoy these expanded adventures in the Pokemon
It's the
Scarlet and
colors.
Pokemon Violet games.
You can redeem the colors. It's the colors. colors.
What did you think?
Man. It's the colors.
As we move forward, we'll keep trying to find new ways to bring the joy of Pokemon to you all.
It's the colors.
Thank you for tuning in.
It's the colors. It's the colors. Oh, man. No, it's all good, dude. Gar's like out of the loop. No, Gar, I don't. I was just. It's the mana colors. Indigo and teal is the mana colors. It's what it's the. It's the mana colors. Look at the mana colors. It's indigo and teal. That's all I'm trying to. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to do. Crazy. So, man, I have a question. Memory Martin says, "What's your question, my friend? Look at the colors. Look at the colors. Look at the colors. That's all I'm trying to say. Look at those colors. Look at them. Lots of colors. Lots of colors. Would you want scarlet or violet? Well, okay. I'll tell you what. Let's go back to this for a moment. It's the tier maker, right? So we have. This is for everybody for context. This is what we were doing before. Memory Martin gave her tier list. I could not give a tier list as in depth as hers because my Pokemon experience is a lot less. So out of the games that are on here, I could put Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu at S+. Love that game. Love that controller. It's mostly why I love that game. Emerald version, Fire Red version, I remember playing those with Kuro and enjoying them and thinking they looked cool. They were neat from a graphical perspective. I liked the way that they designed it for the Game Boy Advance. It looked good. Perhaps one might even argue, maybe with the exception of Let's Go Pikachu, these might be the best looking Pokemon games in my estimation. And then Blue, this started it all, right? So it's like you gotta give credit where credit's due, right? Yeah, Memory Martin, totally. It's the colors. so put that in B rank. And then down here, not completed black. And then all of these games that are unplayed. Now, really want to play. Sword, X, and Ranger are really want to play. Arceus and Mystery Dungeon DX want to play. But out of the rest of the haven't played games, and to get specific to your question, would you want to play Scarlet or Violet? They didn't jump out to me. I don't know the differences. Maybe I wonder if I can pull up. Let me actually see if I can go to the official site. See, Pokemon Scarlet. I'm guessing it'll show. Here we go. The official website. We're gonna pull this up, and we'll take a look at this now. They're the colors. It's the colors. Here we go. So Pokemon Scarlet. Okay. So yeah, it shows some new stuff. Discover the latest Pokemon. Meet the characters. Whoa! That's so cool. Just noticing. Hey, that looks like Kit from Kit and Krista. Just saying. They literally took Kit, and then they took what's her name from Chrono Trigger. Right? Am I right? It's Kit and Chrono Trigger. Lady from Chrono Trigger. Anyway. It's a school, right? Is that right? These are like school. A little bit of Mr. Fantastic. Okay, I could see that. That's right. This is like a school, if I remember now, right? Overview. Here we go. Your own story woven through your treasure hunt. The school that you've enrolled in as you play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet hosts a special independent study project. The theme of the assignment is a treasure hunt. Explore the world and seek out your own treasure. And the treasure was, I'll show you in case you missed it before. The treasure is these sweet duds. Actually, look, it's like Tron. Oh yeah, Mr. Fantastic. It's like Tron with a lab coat with Kit. That was funny that they both went at the same time. Okay, let's. I want the overview again. I want to know the differences between the two. These stories are set in an open world. Okay. What are the differences between them? You'd think that would be clear on the website. Where I don't. Trainer's guide, gameplay maybe. I don't know. Pokemon shine and glimmer like gems thanks to the terrestrial phenomenon. Oh, there's multiplayer. I'm not seeing any clear, kind of thing about the differences. So I don't know. Let's look at the Pokemon page real quick. Pokemon roster. Here we go. Let's look. we're getting. Everybody. We're getting moved out of here. Let's see. Oh my gosh! Look at Quaxwell. Looks like Quaxwell is all that. What's going on? Stickers everywhere. Oh my gosh. Oh man. There's not much difference, Chaos says, other than the Mama Professor and Daddy Chad. Oh my gosh. All these stickers. All the stickers. No! We'll never be able to see stuff because everything's off of here. Oh no! Oh, it keeps coming. We're never gonna be able to get out of this mess. Somebody, please. Somebody's got to do this. Somebody's got to snap their fingers right here. 3, 2, 1. Oh, sticker chaos. There we go. Oh, so glad. I was worried there for a moment. Memory banned mana from his channel, Crazer says. Oh, no, don't do that. Redeemed Hydrate. I was about to join in. That was a sticky situation. I was about to join in, Io Little says, but I mean, it's not, I do like the stickers and it is fun to do stuff, and sometimes spamming them is fun. So let's give it back here. Give those stickers back. We'll give those stickers back. Most people say that the Virtual Boy can hurt your eyes. That's that most people would be. That would, yeah, probably. But I like the Virtual Boy. I like it. Like my Virtual Boy. All right, Mana. What is it, Memory Martin? Memory Martin. Basically, the academy you attend, the legendary you ride. Obviously, version exclusives, but we don't care about that. And the professor that is introduced. Bad move. That's a good one. I gotta look this up. Okay. Version differences. Pokemon and Scarlet. No, okay. IGN. No, I'm gonna go Nintendo Life. Let's look this up. Let's look that up. Those are the differences. But I okay. You'll be punished for this, Crazer says. That's the difference, Memory Martin says. Yes, but Oh, whoa, those are so cool looking things. Okay. Scarlet exclusives look like this. Oh man, I think I'd go with
flex, but okay.
I think I'm gonna go. Let's see. Oh, professors. Okay. Sada is Scarlet. Violet, Turo. It's tough. I don't know. The bikes. I kind of. What? What is is going on? Oh, okay. All right. Enough of that. Enough of that. No more stickers. Fun was had. No more. No more. No more. Boop. There we go. All right. Clear that queue. All right. Yeah, what I'm looking at right now, I mean, the only thing that I kind of like, Sada better as the professor, but almost everything else I like better on Violet. So I don't know. That's tricky. No, wait a minute. Hold on a second. There's like a skunk type in Scarlet. Mana Sprout is a big fan of skunks. And Armorage looks really cool. I think I'm going to have to go... Yeah, actually, let me pull this up so you can see it. I think I'm going to have to go with Scarlet. The one last heart on here. I think I'm going to have to go with Scarlet. I think that would be it. All right, no, not more stickers. Not more stickers. Only look at the official site, Crazer says. Okay. Well, I was looking at Nintendo Life. I might have been dangerous, but I do trust them. All right. Skunks are so cute. They have beefy bodies and tiny little knock and scar says. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, look at that. But we had Dude, Chaos, Dash, I Little. Thank you for all of your help with those stickers, everybody. That was good. That was a lot of, that was fun. That was fun. I like the stickers. Don't get me wrong. Pay attention to Memory's comment. Really, my question is, do you like the prehistoric look or the futuristic look? Prehistoric. Prehistoric. Oh, is that the difference? Oh, I didn't catch that. I didn't realize that was the difference. Okay. But yeah, no, definitely the prehistoric. And like, where is it? Where's the character? Yeah. Like, look at this character. Look at Armorage. Look how cool that looks. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong. Hold on. Boop. Boop. There we go. There. Isn't that cool? I like that. I like that character. Super cool. But yeah, where is the skunk one? Can I click on the skunk one? Was that showing up? No, I don't see that. Oh, you saw? Actually, I saw spoilers on the official website. Okay, fair enough. It's all good. Yeah, no, I would definitely go prehistoric. So Sada over Kit, then I guess. All right. So what does that mean? Is that Scarlet? Is Scarlet like the old prehistoric? Is that what I'm to assume here? I think so. Okay. Anyway. Oops. Yeah, I think so. Trainer's guide? No. Gotta go. Okay, sounds good, dude. Take care. Do good and be well. I'll catch you later. No, I was looking at a Nintendo Life, which I suppose I could pull it up on this screen here. Let me show you. Oh, I'm not logged in. I should probably log in real quick. It's going to remember me? Yeah, remember me. Remember me, Nintendo Life. That's right. There we go. Close out of that. All right. Welcome back, Art Amanda. Okay, here we go. So, there we go. Differences. Oh, I suppose I could also zoom in a bit. Boom. Can I zoom in a little more where that goes away? Kind of. Hey, there we go. I like that. Okay. So exclusives, changes, things like that. Here we go. So these are some of the Pokemon. And there we go. Look at Stunky and Skuntank. I love it. I love it. So these are all the... Yeah, so Scarlet. It's got to be Scarlet. Yeah. Scarlet for me. And then, of course, as you go down... you've got all the exclusives here. I mean, I like water type stuff, but they are, like you said, more futuristic. And I kind of like the other stuff. And the penguin's pretty cute, but I like the skunks. Manasprout would enjoy that. The professors, you got to go with Sada or Sada. World and story themes. Here we go. They're themed around time. Scarlet embodies the past. Violet looks to the future. Scarlet. Scarlet it is. That was easy. Scarlet it is for me. Anyway, so Io has to go to bed as well. I do as well. And so, anyways, thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for the raids. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for being here. I hope that you continue to have an excellent February. Those of you who are celebrating Lent, I hope there are who are what's the word? Observing Lent. There we go. I hope that you're having a good time and growing. And anyways, this was fun. This was a really good stream. I'm really glad we got to do this. Memory Martin, I'm so glad we got to do this. Like I said, this was unplanned, off the cuff, and I think it worked really well. So with that, I think we're going to just, we're going to rate someone. Let me look real quickly and see if there's somebody I can rate. I'd love to to pass the love on if I can. But frankly, I just do not know that I feel up to a raid. But let's just end it. All right, so friends, thank you so much. Please, and yes, PFC Stillwell, thoughts and prayers for your coworker and you as well. It sounds like it's been a tough day, so please know you're in my thoughts and prayers. All of you continue to be. For all of you who came in, thank you so much. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the resubs. And I hope that your Tuesday goes very well tomorrow. Sleep well, and hang out with me next time. I don't know what my schedule is going to be like this week. I'm kind of sneaking this in, and then we'll take it from there. But do good, be well, stay safe and healthy. Know you're loved, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, Dark Solid X. I posted on Steam, but I logged into your server. Go check it out. Good night. Chaos, thank you so much for that raid. It was really great to be able to hang out with you. Thank you. Mary Martin, you are a Pokemon beast. Thank you for sharing all of your wisdom. Did you know that Sada comes from pasada, the Spanish word for past, while Turo comes from futuro, Spanish word for future? That's pretty cool. Crazer, I didn't see that. I missed it. I'm sorry. Thanks for telling me, though. Lo siento. Maybe I could just do a whole stream like this. What if there was another hour of me just responding randomly to comments in chat?
Is that a new subscriber? Welcome.
What perfect timing. Harem, thank you for that resub.
Resub to the old man. P.
Yep. This old man better head to bed. Good night, everyone. Harem, thank you so much. GG. Woo.